Good morning, really real. How you doing? I hope everything is going well. What's up? I am enough. How you doing this morning? Shout out to I am enough. Coffee is really good today. So you all, I'm just coming on to hear your views and opinion and talk about what you all may want to talk about. I don't really have anything to talk about this morning unless you all bring up the topic because I'm just riding to work. I watched CNN today, and either that or I will turn on the Sirius XM and listen to Urban View or the Progressive Channel. What's up, Room Shaker? How you doing, Room Shaker? Everything going well? I am feeling great today. I don't know about you all, but I'm feeling real good. And hopefully you all are feeling well too. No, I haven't seen anybody's new man or anything. I just really have not been watching YouTube. So, congratulations to Tracy on her new relationship, and I hope it lasts. Jay Wilson, did you see KRN's new girlfriend? I guess he is straight allegedly. Well, that's awesome. Well, that is great. You know, those gay to straight conversions usually work out well. So, she got a prize. Isn't that great? Oh, Catherine is attacking me. Oh, okay. I hope Catherine gets the help she needs. You all, I'm not going to attack somebody who may have some issues. And I'm not attacking Catherine. I really like Catherine, and hopefully she gets the help she needs. I'm just really not going there with Catherine on today. Um, I don't take anything, and I don't take the attacks personally. I haven't done anything to Catherine. I mean, I didn't tell Catherine to get on YouTube and air her business. Catherine did that. I told Catherine that she may need to come down because it was not putting her in a good light. I don't take responsibility for that, but I hope everything works for her. I really do. I have no issues and I have nothing but love for Catherine or anyone on YouTube. But yeah, my heart goes out to her. You all keep Catherine in your thoughts and your prayers, and hopefully everything works out for her. But I'm not trying to fight with somebody. I'm not trying to fight with people, period. So KRN has a girlfriend, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. My. Pastor, I was riding with Catherine, but after that last night, I see she really needs help mentally. Well, what did she do last night, you all? I didn't see it. What did she do last night? What did she do last night? I didn't get to see it, and I'm sorry. And y'all have to put my shades down because the sun is bright, and I can't see what you all are saying. So forgive me. I'm gonna put this on here until I can actually see. They're saying that King Roman News has a girlfriend now, and he's back to the other side. I guess that's what that's what they're telling me, Kwani. Now, I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just telling you what the room has told me, and so I ain't mad. Want to do it? Want it real? All right. Hey, if that's the case, you know. Let me drop this link down. Somebody wants the link. This is real early for the link, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Won't it? Won't it do it? Won't it will? Baby, all of these people, I mean, you know, if God did it for Stephen, he can do it for King Roman News. Amen. If he could do it for Stephen, can he do it for King Roman News? All right. Rico was using StreamYard yesterday for his new show, and he kept having technical issues. Okay. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I'm not worried about either. I'm not worried about either. I really am not. What's up, the real sisterhood? How you doing today? Girl, we got gay men turning straight. Hallelujah. Amen. I mean, ain't this the third conversion? You have Stephen's conversion, Ness's conversion, and now you have King Roman. That's a blessing. And if a woman makes him happy, then that's where he should be, if that's the case. All right, y'all, give me a minute. Let me put my little banner up. What's up, Room Shaker?
Hey, Pastor.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed this morning. How about yourself?
You know what, Room Shaker? I am doing extremely well myself. No complaints here. How you doing? What's going on?
Oh, baby. Oh, girl. I just wish Catherine take a mental break because she was on live telling people to dox her, and she told them that her son got took from her because her mama poisoned him, and that's why CPS came in and took her child. And she was showing documentation and giving them the information and told them if they don't believe it, just go pull the evidence because people is telling her story all wrong and everything she has been saying has been documented. So now her mom number is going around here. Her kids' numbers done came up, and now people are trying to suck her people onto the board, and her people are saying they willing to come talk.
Wow. Wow. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know, my heart really goes out to Catherine. I do not do a lot of Catherine stuff anymore because Catherine is not mentally well. Something is not right. And I'm not going to have her on my platform talking about those things. The church or that man, but now not even her mom and not even her sons. I'm not going to do that. And I mean, I like Catherine, but Catherine is beef sector stuff for me, not her personal life. And I'm just looking at these people use Catherine, and it's really funny because I have been accused of using Catherine, but I won't allow her to come on and talk about those things. She can only talk about deep sector stuff that doesn't pertain to her. And so, yeah, I don't, yeah, because Catherine is not well.
Facts, and then
Catherine's not well.
I think it's more of that's why I said a mental break because you could tell, and I was like, what I have noticed of the board, they find your weakness and what hurts you the most, and they drive on it as long as you allow them to have that type of access until they break you. And Catherine is basically going down that slope because you telling them to dox your people, pull documents about a CPS case when your son was poisoned,
And
and you
why,
were
why,
showing
why do
stuff.
they need that? Why do they need that? Why
I
do
don't
they need that?
know. That's what I was saying. And then I'm like, you making it worse because now they're going for your sons and your mama and stuff. Now, if they going to get on here and tell the same story, you will make it worse. And then Lady Snoop came out and told her she want her to do an interview with her, and she agreed.
You know, I think it's attention. Um, and I think that listening to it seems like the relationship is already strained. And this is going to even make it worse because I think that there has been things like this in the past. I don't know. This is just speculation, but I don't find this entertaining. I think it's really sad. It's one thing to be on the beef sector roasting and gagging and going back and forth, but it's another thing to know that somebody may not be mentally stable and continue to try to get into their personal business. When I saw those court documents, it was a wrap for me. It was a wrap for me because before it was just her word against this, but something is not right, and I just
Right.
hope it's the help she needs.
Because the proof was put out here, and you know she was in her live last night, and she did several live, and she was still denying that paperwork.
Let me say this about these people, Devon and Island Diva. Let me explain something to you. I am Jay Wilson. I do not give 2 cents about what these people think about me. I have a show. I am not leaving my show to go watch somebody who's a fan of mine to go do commentary. So I'm not really interested in what Binary has to say. I'm not interested because, again, he's trying to keep his channel afloat. So please do not come over tattling on people and saying he has every right to say what he wants to say about me. It has no effect on me. Now, this is what I'm going to say, Island Diva and Divine Starlight. If you all are so disturbed about what Binary is saying, then you do something about it. I'm really not concerned. All right, go. I'm so sorry, Room Shaker.
You good, Pastor? So yes.
Let me tell you what. These people want you to go back and forth with these folks, and they instigate it. And like I said, when you don't give them what they want, they get really ticked. I'm really not concerned about what Binary has to say. I'm really not, because one thing, I'm not jealous of him. I'm not insecure. I know who I am. So what Room Shaker just said was so pivotal. When these people find a weakness, they will harp on it. And now they have found this person's weakness. And again, you know, this is what I'm telling you. So tonight I meet with my group. I'm excited about meeting with them because we're going to talk about these things. We are really going to talk about these things because these people really want your attention. And I don't give people my attention like that. I don't go over to Binarities anymore. I just don't.
Okay, well, Pastor, yes, King Roman came out and said he's with a woman now, and he said that she what's that lady name off Players Club, the light skinned one, Tina Marie? No, that wasn't Tina Marie. Lisa Ray. That he compared her to her, and they was like, so you like light skinned? He said no, but he like a built like that, and he said he kind of been into women, and then they was asking him stuff about other things. And he said no, he was the giver. So I don't know if y'all could say that's a top or bottom. I don't know the terms, but yeah, he was like no, he basically was the person that did everything as far as give. He wasn't on the receiving end and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't even know Pastor wasn't up here. Let me greet the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't know he fell off. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Librarian. Hey, Paulette. Hey, Jones. Hey, Kwani. So yeah, other than that, in today's news, a lot kicked off. Sincere went live and she called Ness a demon. And she said if Ness keep playing with her, they said you call a demon by name, and she gonna tell Ness exactly what her demon name is, cause she fake and faulty, and she say she don't hate Ness, but Ness ain't being real about what she got to say. So then that kicked off. Then they said Shakim. Now I didn't catch that dread because there was so many lives going up and I was bouncing around trying to keep detail, baby. So then they said Shakim got triggered and he went live and he posted, I don't know if it was on Sincere's or his own platform, but they said he ended up dragging Lady Nika. So then I was hearing Kwani live, and Kwani was calling for Diva to come over there and drop her address in the chat since she like doxing. She said, you come on over here and show me how bad you is. You telling people you will pull up on them. Come put your address over here. So I was like, what triggered Kwani? So then I went to NWO, y'all, and I figured out what had happened because I seen Kwani in the comments over there after the live. So what had happened was Diva and Lemon was going back and forth on Pizarro platform. It was Lady Nika, Pizarro, Ro, Lemon, and Diva up there. And Diva was telling Lemon how people didn't like him and all that. So Ro intervened. I don't feel nothing wrong with what Ro said, but we know how Diva is. Ro turned around and said, no, the beef sector didn't want Lemon gone. The beef sector helped get him back to his 1,000. The beef sector helped build his page back up. So Diva took offense and was like, what you say, Ro? What you say, Ro? And she said, since you got something to say, I'm going to come after you. And she said, I'm going to play with your job and everything. So then Pizarro said, no, 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 no. And they was like, stay out of it. So then Lemon got mad about it and said the beef sector just showed their weakness because they was bowing down to Diva and he felt like they should have united and stood strong. But they was like, no, people been trying to tell Ro to stay out of Lemon mess because Lemon going around here stirring up and antagonizing them. But a lot of people said they was proud Lemon stood up for himself. But now they mad that Diva has said she going after Honest Ro because they was like, Honest Ro don't deserve that. He don't do all this mess. And he do got a career and a job. So let the people that ain't got nothing to lose keep playing like that, but leave Honest Ro alone. So that's what pissed Quanny off because she said Ro was one of them and ain't nobody finna play with Ro. So Quanny started coming out here trying to direct traffic and told her, you want to play? I'll pull up on you. Come give me your address. I don't want nobody else to give it to me. I want you to come drop it in my chat if you that bad. I didn't see her respond yet, but I was in Quanny Live again this morning, and Quanny said she was weak because she struck her live, and only time her live gets struck is when she started dragging. Hey, Truth, come back, Pastor. He coming back. He probably lost signal. I got a phone call. I know how to respect his panel and hold it down. I am a content creator. So what else did we see yesterday? So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we gotta wait to see what the finesses, how they feel about after all Shakim did to them. How Ness is just gonna decide for her better for sake. Let's put it like that. How she gonna decide to accept Shakim back? But then King Roman's pointing out some good observations. He said that, baby, he said Ness is trying to build her panel back up. Ness trying to conquer the board. Ness finna get everybody that she used to use on her link like Lemon was using his people on his link. Ness finna put her crowd back together and get an open panel where they can sit up there and they can run amok and bring the entertainment forward. And he was like, we gotta see how long this gonna last, because they said that's the real frenemy sector, because all them people don't see it for each other, baby. When they had that little conversation on this panel and they was over there chopping it up, everything was going from shit to sugar real fast. It went from shit to hell. Like, cause Lemon started swinging. He don't see it for Shakim. He don't like Rodney. And then he don't see Uppity. Uppity don't like Shakim or Lemon. And then it just everybody on the panel start fighting and getting disrespectful. So Ness was like, hold on. And then Lemon said, well, let me get down. And she thanked Lemon for holding his composure. But yeah, everything was finna go south. So we don't think that's gonna hold very well. But we gonna see what Ness can do if she able to lead. So is she gonna be able to do what Pizarro couldn't do? Because Pizarro couldn't hold her team for a week. But Ness trying to make them get it right. And she working on them, and then come to find out this been brewing behind the scenes because she let that slip in her life. So everybody saying it's giving place get scammed, but we gonna see where it go from there. Oh wow! Hey Judy, hey Ashley Legs, hey Tracy. Yeah, hey, entertainment. So, yeah, it's a lot going on. So then, I forgot about this. I don't watch him, so I heard from somebody else recapping they live, and they was making posts about it. So ZX thought, because he came over there, ain't he the number one caller, baby? She drug ZX for a fifth. He couldn't handle her, couldn't play with her, couldn't get a word in elsewise. He got angry real quick. She hit all his pressure points. She drugged him on King Roman calling.
All right, hold on a second. I am so sorry. I had to change my settings because I had it off of data roaming for some reason. But you were saying that King Roman now is dating somebody now and all of this?
Yeah, he's dating a woman. I held it down while you was going. I was very respectful.
So, any reason why, or he just decided that that's what he wanted to do?
Cause somebody asked him what was he doing with his love life while he was gone, and they was asking about the man that he was with before he left, and he said no, he's with a woman now.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, some people are fluid, and maybe that's just what he is. So, mm, well, I wish him the best of luck, and hopefully everything works out.
Yes.
What's been going on since I was out though? You know, it's so funny. I was pissed off because again I had to change the setting on my phone. So sometimes, you know, you don't have to check the settings on your phone. So that man ain't dating no woman. Well, the man said he was dating a woman. So, you know, I mean, can he not? It's not hard as long as she knows and he knows.
Right, because a lot of men, ODS said he like men and women, so a lot of them deciding to go both ways. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
But
I
oh, what
mean,
else was? Okay, go ahead.
go ahead,
Okay, so what else was going on? King
go
Roman
ahead,
tried to.
Rich.
Okay, King Roman tried to, I mean, not King Roman, ZX tried to get in where he fit in, and he called the link trying to be friendly with the number one caller, and she drugged him for filth and ran his blood pressure up real quick, Pastor. He couldn't do nothing with her otherwise, and then he went and set up a live because he was trying to lure King Roman over there, and King Roman left him hanging, and they said there was only 2 people in the chat, and he was mad because he thought he was finna get a exclusive interview from King Roman.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game, and people don't understand the game. And this is why. But you know, I'm gonna change the rules to how I play it because it's a game, and if you don't know the game, then you'll get caught up in mess. And I'm seeing that people are getting together and unifying and doing all of these things. And I've always said there's no friends on YouTube. And if you do have your friends on YouTube, then you should care enough about them not to expose them. But we will see what goes on. And I'm really observing. Uh, I'm going to start observing what's going on. I really haven't been in that headspace to see what was happening, to see what was going on. I really haven't. So, again, this King Roman news is news. But if that's what he wants to do, then so be it. Uh, I don't pay his rent. I don't pay his mortgage. Uh, you know, and his life is his, and people have a right to make those decisions as long as all parties are privy to each other's background and past. Then you know, move on. And if that's what he wants to do, let him do it. I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but I think sexuality is fluid. I don't think it's a black and white. I don't think it's a static concept. Some people may, but if that's what King Roman wants to do, then he has every right. It will be commentary, it will be content, but overall, I think that he has a right to do what he feels. So, yeah.
Facts. So then next thing you that kicked off, ooh baby, that started the frenemy sector without even knowing it because everybody she selected from Lemon to Uppity to Rodney, don't none of them get along, and it's kicking off a lot of commentary because you got Sincere Dragness calling her a demon and said don't make her call that demon by name like they told us to in the Bible. And then Shaquem was on Sincere's or his own channel because he ended up dragging Lady Nika yesterday. So then Lemon is mad and doing a whole bunch of crying, Pastor. He feel like everybody he get close to, he losing them to somebody else, and he don't want to play nice. It's a lot going on.
Well, it seems like there are a lot of people who may have some mental issues. Some of them may be undiagnosed. But all of that is a plan. All of it is a plan. It's strategic, and we'll see what happens. You know, a lot of people were upset, so I came on a little bit yesterday, and I know Stefan came on rather, and he was talking about he couldn't understand how Shaquem and Ness could be close after all of what was said and all that, but it really doesn't matter. If it's a show, it's a show. And a lot of these relationships are transactional. it's what I can get off of you, what traction can I get off of you, and that's what it is. So I guess there is a frenemy sector. I guess. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we will see what happens. It's just so much going on, but a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Far as Lemon is concerned, you know, I'm heading to my career. I think people need purpose in life. And I think some people don't have any. And I don't really think a lot of these people have really good friends. And they look for YouTube and people on YouTube to give them what they need. And I just think that that's sad. What you think about that, Room Shaker? Because
I think it is. I don't because now a lot of people trying to play like he got a heart, and I was like, it can't be that easily to manipulate you people because anybody can come on here and cry. And then I was like, y'all gotta also remember that the devil used to be an angel till he decided that he wanted to take over and was cast out. So I'm not buying it, and you can't do the stuff you do, and then people still want to swear you as being a good person. Like he don't take accountability for none of the stuff he do, and he's very much disrespectful. And then the fact that your mama got to keep begging you because his mama made another appearance and was like she got to be at work in a couple of hours because she get a moment of silence. Like it's bad that you don't respect her. So how do people on the internet expect you to respect them?
well, it's unfortunate, but that's the generation that I just I don't know. I don't know. Black men are already typecast, and you are playing right into that stereotype. You still stand with your mom.
Right.
You, and then this is the thing. I don't know if his mom is getting a lot of financial benefits from him, or she's getting, broken off a little bit because of what he's doing, I guess, on YouTube. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I don't know. I just have a problem with somebody living in somebody else's house and disrespectful. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that mom is
That's it.
financially strapped to him. I don't
Pastor
know.
Lemon, I mean, Molly said Lemon was crying because Ness and Shaquille made up the honeymoon was over.
Whatever. It's funny to me. I really, again, I don't get close to these people. I let these people do what they want to do because at the end of the day, this is what they give. This is what they live for. They live for strife. And this is what you all are seeing. And you know, but it's a show to me. I don't know what it is to them, excuse me, but it's a show to me. And I'm just looking at it and I'm like, if this is what they want to do, you know, so be it. If this is what they want to do, I just think it's crazy.
Oh, well,
So,
it's providing content, Pastor, because Dimple got mad and made a post about Uppity because when they was in her chat, she got blocked out the chat. Then Sincere had mentioned that she spoke to Shakim and when he was over there with Nesnim, and he didn't speak back, but Shakim confirmed in her live that it was because he didn't see him. But people saying that they don't believe that, they believe he didn't speak because he was over there with Nesnim. So it's a lot of people calling out people acting funny already. So Dimples turned around and told Uppity, only reason you moving like that because you back with your master. And I'm like, oh.
like I said, people will be friends today and stab you in the back tomorrow. This is why I'm right. Look, wear these folk like loose garments. They're not loyal. They're not faithful. I don't expect loyalty. I don't expect faithfulness. Just know that people could be on your channel in good spirits, and then they will go to somebody's channel and tear you down. It's whatever is getting traction. It is whatever people are, gravitating to. So I think that's the case. And I just think that people are doing that. But like I said, Room Shaker, I have been doing this for a good minute now. I don't not the sector in a whole, but you got to look at some of the people that are really getting traction. And I'm like, I'm not willing to go down that road for entertainment. Um, it's not hard. It's very low hanging fruit, and yeah, it's just very low hanging fruit. And so I would just rather observe and talk about it. I don't have time to argue with people anymore. I know that a lot of the trolls have been sending me stuff saying, "Oh, somebody's saying this about you." Well, I'm at the point that I really don't care. I didn't care when I was watching it and had to do a response. But I definitely don't care now because I'm just knowing that some of these people really have some major issues. Some of these people really have major psychological issues. Some of these people are delayed and they're getting this attention and it goes to their head and this is what they do. And you all just got to realize that. And I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think, I just, life is too long to be always in mess. And I'll talk about what I see, but to go back and forth with people, it's futile. So again, let Binary say what he wanted to. Somebody said he was talking about my education. Why should I argue about that when I know what I have? When you know what you have, you don't have to argue with people. When you know who you are, you don't have to argue with people. You know, Room Shaker, they said my ring done came back up again. Well, baby, the ring is still here. And if you want to go check it out, go check it out. Find out what it is and do that. That doesn't bother me. Are you serious? Are you mad because I have a ring? I'm just trying to figure out all of the hoopla.
Pastor, I seen another clip of you this morning. You cussed that dough because she sent you $1 and she gonna tell you were grateful. You said, "No, hold on, play with me. Send me 50 or don't send me nothing at all, and then I'll unblock you."
No, it wasn't Dobie. It was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
I think it was either Priority Alert, and then somebody told me that Priority Alert, and I'm not sure, but it's a speculation. A lot of people are speculating that Priority Alert is Binary because they say Binary was very upset. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know who these people are, but I'm serious. If you're going to send me some mess, make sure you put a reasonable amount of money on it. Don't be sending me $1. That's an insult.
Right.
And you know, they trying to start mess. That's the whole thing. They're trying to start mess. So if you're going to start some mess, start it with a good offering. Don't come up with no dollar offering.
Give me something worth entertaining. Let's go.
That's it. So Room Shaker, believe it or not, I have not been watching a lot of people. Now, somebody did tell me that Rico was doing a live and I was the topic, I guess. And somebody said he got a little touch in his spirit because people said that I'm not ugly and I look good. And then somebody even told me that his mama said that I don't look bad. So does that bother you?
Oh, and I heard why he playing and he trying to attack me and Stomp Down did a live, baby, out in a lot of stuff. Like, boy, you living in housing facilities and everybody know you can't have no extra tenants. So while you attacking people up and down this app, you better hope don't nobody call housing because you're gonna be homeless, moving to another state.
Well, I don't know anything about that. And let me say this. It is not my intent to get that man removed from his housing. Somebody told me that his mama was there. I think it was Hershey. And again with ramen noodles and stuff. And you know, Hershey was trying to really come at Rico. And I'm trying to be like, well, at least his mama brought something. You know, I mean, that may be all she had. We don't know. But I think he got a little touched by that, if anything. But I just think that it's really interesting all of this. But baby, I'm here for the commentary.
I
I'm
was.
here
Some
for it.
damn went in yesterday. Shouts out to him. And then they said Rico did a live where he was live striking Brian. You know what that was about, Pastor?
I do not know. I do not know. I have heard a lot. Somebody told me that Brian was attacking me, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't. Room shaker. You don't get
Yes.
surprised because of this stuff. This is what people do in the peep sector. And why am I going to be upset? I'm like, if people ain't talking about you, then I guess you ain't doing what you need to do. Well, Brian, I heard different. They said that you had a lot to say about me, but I expect that from you because I know how people are. They are very fickle, and I don't know. I don't know why people hate me, but then I don't know. It's a weird dynamic, and I am not the gay whisperer. I'm not the gay whisperer. I don't know why, but I mean, I don't really mean people any harm. Room Shaker, I'm gonna come on and do my set. I'm gonna come on and say what I need to say. I'm not trying to find out where people working and all of this stuff. I'm just really not trying to do that. But I don't get upset because people do not care for me or have issues with me. I don't. I don't run away from people. I took a break because I had a lot of people from Florida come to San Antonio. And man, we had a great, great time. But again, I may not be on all the time because if I'm not moving between going to work or I'm not coming on. I
Okay.
mean, for what?
Facts.
Now, somebody told me again that the girls are attacking. What y'all want me to do? I'm not getting ready to curse people out. That would have been me. And that's really easy. But that's what people want. Strife means conflict. Conflict means interaction. And then, of course, everybody's watching. I know the game. Hell, we almost invented the game. But it comes to a point in time where it's like, okay, do what you want. I'm not stressed about it. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I am tired of these content creators really breaking it down because Room Shaker, these content creators really take what you say to heart.
Yeah, that's true.
When I went to Atlanta for the show, people were like, you go too hard on people, Jay Wilson. I'm like, but it's a show. I don't know you. And
Let's
that's when I
go.
realized that people really got issues and they really wear their feelings on their sleeves.
And I also think it's because it's something you I guess the spirit told you to say something that other people been saying to them. So the fact that you can say something that hurt them that somebody else told them, it makes them feel some type of way, but they ain't looking at they need to self-reflect. It's what you putting out there.
I don't feel no kind of way about what any of these people say. Because I do know Brian will come up and say, I'll get Jay Wilson straight. Baby, it's like, okay, if that's how you feel, it's just saying that what I said probably has affected you. But I'm not, look, all of that bravado and all of that stuff, and it's good for TV. And I hope that's what it's about. I hope it's for TV and not for real life. But what I will say is a lot of people now are coming to the realization that, I don't know everything and I'm not perfect, but what I do know, I do share. What I do know, I do share. And now, like you got content creators like Brian realizing that if you continue to be in these people's bushes, they're going to continue to cut you up. And that's why I don't even drop in bushes anymore. I just don't watch the book. Because if all you can do is focus on me, then that means I'm the object of your attention. And it's an obsession. I'm not obsessed with people. I'm obsessed with events, but definitely not people. And I think that's the issue.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but then at the same time, it ain't that important for me to sit with you. But a lot of people need to learn how to go numb to these people because you're
Yeah,
not gonna attack my family, my kids, and all that, and then think we gonna be back cool. Like, yeah,
that's
no.
it. That's it. That's it. I am not cool with anybody. I just run a show. Brian, I don't argue with you. I never argue with you. You always have something in your feelings and you're uber sensitive. And hopefully one day you get a thick skin so you're not so emotional. Because you do lead by your emotions. You do. I mean, all I have to do is say honest roll. Boom, it's all over. Because again, you lead with your emotions. And so, no, I don't argue with you at all. I'll let you do your thing. As a matter of fact, a lot of people said that you take your videos and make them private and you said ugly stuff. But it is what it is, Ron, because it's a show to me. I don't know you personally. I don't live in Houston. I mean, I ain't your man. I don't pay your bills. So I really don't care. I'm just being real. So you have a good day too. I mean, see, again, these people want something, and I don't know. It's really weird. It's a really weird dynamic, but it is what it is. Don't hate him. Don't hate him. This is just an observation, not a judgment. Just an observation.
Well, can I ask Brian a question? Brian, why was Rico? Because normally when you go live, Rico be over there trying to get on your link. So why was Rico striking you yesterday?
Mm. Yeah, Brian and Rico are really going through it right now.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out because don't nobody else know what's going on. So I'm asking him directly.
What did he say? I can't read the daggone chat.
They already confirmed I didn't say nothing bad about you, Jay Wilson.
Brian, can I say something? Whether you did or not, I'm not moved by it. You can still come up here. I will still have a conversation because I don't take the shit personal. That's what I want you to know. I don't. So whether you did or not, I don't really care. But obviously you got big issue with Rico because I heard he's trying to strike your channels. So why is he trying to strike your channels? Or strike your channel? So I don't know, but these people are very emotional. Very
I don't care
emotional.
if you moved or not. Brian, could you just answer the question about Rico? Pass ain't even responding to that no more.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I don't know why people holding on to it. Brian, I can't put you into heaven or hell. I mean, I'm not God. I'm here to do a show, Brian, and I don't know why y'all be so sensitive. I'm just doing a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling you out your name or, yeah, I'm just doing a show. I don't know why people be getting sensitive. And
no, I do not, Pastor.
My. Okay. Anyway, but could you please answer Room Shaker's question? She wants to know why is Rico flagging you? What's going on with you and Rico?
Absolutely, because I used to see him. LOL, you can't color me sensitive, just stating facts. Brian, stay focused and answer the question, please, baby. If you want to, he dropped the link for you to come up here.
Baby, it's giving very much Catherine. It's giving Catherine. It's giving circular. Very circular. See? When that other person started talking, he get fixated on that. I'm done with that. I don't care if you didn't say something or didn't say something. I don't really care. Well, anyway, I heard Castro is getting a lot of traction. You heard about that, Room Shaker?
Girl, Castro been posting pictures like D'Angelo, half naked and dancing and stuff. Like Castro been running amok.
How does it feel? Come on, not how does it feel? Come
yeah, he been, cause I'm like, Castro, did you have on clothes? He said, yeah. But the more and more I look at it, it look like them pictures is very revealing and he ain't got on nothing at all. If the camera slip, we gonna see it all.
How does it Maybe he like D'Angelo in the circle, just in the circle and stuff, and the camera doing that. Come on, Castro is giving y'all how does it feel realness. Okay. Castro said work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. He needs to sell some more baskets. Come on, baskets. Come on, Castro. My.
So what time do the class start tonight, Pastor?
Well, only the people know, because again, it's only for people who really want to know. I am really not making it public. It's just so we can get started. But we do have a time, and we're going to be meeting, and I'm just going to be doing a few things.
Well, you told me to attend, so how do I get that information?
Well, Room Shaker, you are already a content creator.
Oh, okay. Well, no, remember that yesterday you told me, well, Room Shaker, you should attend this so I can show you how to handle these people. So I thought you were serious. I was going to attend for real.
No, Room Shaker, I think you already know how to handle people.
Yeah, and know them and don't pay them no attention.
Yeah, I think you already know how to handle the people. But I do have 3 people. I don't know how many is going to stick. Because again, you all, I'm not trying to discourage people, but I am being realistic of the expectation and what people do in this sector. And so, we're going to talk about a lot of things. I'm really excited about it because, it seems like these people are saying, hey, we've heard you, we've seen what you've done, and that's it. They can talk about my cruise. You know how that deal. Oh, that cheap Carnival cruise. Well, I could have went on Virgin and all of that, but I wanted the majority of people to go. And again, I wanted it to be economical so the people could go. But the bottom line is, whether we went on a Carnival or Margaritaville or MSC, long as the people had a good time, that's all that really matters, right? And that's what they did. So that was very, very lucrative, and it was a very good trip. I'm going to tell you what, I have not done a trip or anything that was not lucrative. We were always in the black. The only thing that we broke even on, and it wasn't even to break even on, it was those prayer clothes, which we really did pray over. And that was the only thing. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you live and learn. And so I got something getting ready to come up. I have another competition. It's going to be a very good competition. I want a big pot again. It's going to be a winner take all. I may give to people something. I may have, some appearance fees. I don't know. I'm working on that. But it's going to be a winner take all competition. And it's going to be a real good competition. Don't want to say what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a good competition. So I want you all to know, get ready for it. And with my competition, I try to make it really organized. I don't like sloppy stuff. So get ready for it. Now, let me say this too. You don't have to have 1,000 people in your live every day. Just stay relevant. Just do quality.
And be consistent.
Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. And I think a lot of people get that mixed up. And I think now people want something a little different. I mean, we can sit up here and argue, fight, do all of this stuff, but let's give the people some variety. Let's have a good time. And, we'll see what happens. Let me see who in the room. Oh my God, this sun is all in my eyes and stuff. My God, today. But Room Shaker though,
yes, sir.
Now is it true that now y'all is Rico mama living with him?
Well, she made her appearance and she was there, so they said she is. Stompdown did a live sale while Rico, because Rico went on Jay Don's trying to attack me, and then he came on my panel trying to attack me. But after he kept cussing explicitly, I put him down because I'm like, you ain't finna get me struck.
I mean, what did you do to him?
He keeps saying he gonna attack me as long as I support you and Stompdown, and y'all be sitting over here lying on him. And I told him I ain't finna stop supporting y'all.
Look, that is really high school. That ain't even high school. That's really middle school, elementary school mentality. Number one, even when they were saying that Rico's mom purchase ramen noodles. That's what Hershey was saying. I'm like, okay, that's good. At least she came with something. She didn't come empty-handed.
Yeah, he got it from the floor to the ceiling.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not mad. And then, you know, when Hershey was saying that his mama was in construction boots, I'm like, well, maybe she worked construction.
I didn't see the boost part. I only heard that from Hershey.
But look, I did not talk about that man's mama.
Right.
But Rico is so fixated on who, again, it goes back to control. I want to control you because you're at people that I don't like. And I want to like you, but long as you like them, we can't do anything. And again, you can't control people who they like or not like. I mean, but people who don't have control over their lives, they're always trying to control other people's lives. And
yeah, because she gonna tell me I'm supposed to be subscribed to him too, because he's an OG. I tell him, why would I want to watch you kill animals and put them in the freezer?
wow. Ooh, that's a little tough, but wow. I'm gonna say this. Wow, I'm gonna say this. I have moderators who moderate for people that I may or may not care for. But long as they do the job over here, I don't have an issue. So again, Room Shaker, if he's only coming after you for that, then that says a lot about him.
That's because he ain't Pastor since he told me that. I ain't missed nothing on live that you was thumbed down did, and every time he bring it up, I say you attacking me, and I don't care, and I'm still supporting. So what that's for?
Well, let me say this: stump downs. I heard his commentary about me can be blistering, but okay, that's fine. And if you go over there, I'm not mad at you because it's entertainment, and if that's what you want to hear, that's what you want to hear. I don't see, again, people are too invested in this YouTube, and they think that these people are their real friends, and I'm like, something is not right up here because this is YouTube. It's YouTube, and you should entertain and take your behind off and do something else. So I don't know, but I was just wondering why he was attacking you. But I just hope, again, no one should have known. Well, let me say this: Rico's mom could easily be visiting, and then she's going to be going back to Detroit. So we don't know if the lady is living there or visiting.
Well, King Roman said, well, hold on, Pastor, because King Roman said the mama is here because him and the mama got something in common. They both on that sugar woo. He said that in his live yesterday.
How can we confirm that? I
don't know, but you know they used to be friends. He paid for his storage and stuff and his truck to move his stuff.
Well, I'm gonna say this: people will say anything to put people in a bad light.
Facts.
They will. So again, I have never seen Rico do any lines or anything that would. I know he drinks. I know he smokes weed. I know he does that.
You know he sell his body for $10 too, because I seen it in your live before.
Well, but that doesn't have that. But that's not an addiction. So I'm just trying to keep it to addiction. I've never seen him do no lines. I'm trying to really be nice, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Even if I don't care for you, Rico is many things, but I never seen him use drugs. Now, was that guy he was dating at one time on drugs? Yes, because Rico even confirmed that man was on meth. But that doesn't mean Rico was on meth. It was just somebody he was with. I don't know if his mom is staying there. She may be visiting. You know what I'm saying? So time will tell.
Well, they said he put that out in his live because people was like, why would he do that? Knowing people on YouTube don't see it for him and will call in.
But you know what? You can't tell Rico anything. I have been telling Rico you don't need to put everything, but Rico thinks everybody on YouTube is his friend. And then when people don't see it for him, then
He
it,
needs to
people are
take your mother
haters.
photo off his wall if he don't want his mother insulted. Who mother photo? How he get a picture of how
Well,
did he
what was
get a
that?
picture of your mom on his wall?
I don't care. My mom is not here anymore. That doesn't bother me.
Oh,
Again, let people do what they want to do. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't hurt me. Again, it shows that you're hurt. And again, Rico, I hope you get the help you need. Because to be honest, Rico, I think that you shortchange yourself. And I want you to thrive. I want you to thrive. It's easy to take pot shots at you. But Rico, if you want revenge, succeed. Okay? Let me say this. If you want revenge, Rico, succeed. I can't tell you anymore. You putting a picture up allegedly of my mom, it's not doing anything for me. Nothing. Nothing at all. It goes to show how hurt, if that's the case, you are. I don't have to resort to showing your mama or anybody because why? But Rico, succeed. Succeed. You got a connection with Angela Yee. Try to get a connection with the music and succeed.
he do music? I never knew that.
He mashes up music.
Oh, okay.
You know, Rico, you have a clean slate at ITT. The government said that they were, a school that had predatory tendencies, and they wiped out all of those students' debt. So you don't even have any debt. You could go back to school. You can do something, but you drinking, hanging out at the mall, all of that stuff, that doesn't succeed, Rico. I'm not moved because you upset and you doing this, and that doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. It only goes to show how hurt you are. And I mean, let me tell you something, Room Shaker. I really wish Rico success. A lot of people don't see it for him. I don't really bother Rico anymore because Rico is stuck. You can be nice to him, it doesn't matter. It's stuck. And I think that Rico needs to go and see a therapist as well because there's a lot of childhood trauma. Now, it has been told to me that Rico be crying and throwing stuff at the computer. He gets extremely mad at people. And I'm like, sir, you need help. Because you let these people in your head and you let these people have an effect on you. It is no way that Jay Wilson should have an effect on you to
Right.
make you that bitter. So I just wish you the best too. You and your mom. And that's
Yeah,
the
because
truth.
I ain't gonna call in. I don't care how much. Like I told him, boy, I don't lose no sleep or you speaking on me. But with the way this YouTube is set up, you shouldn't keep giving them information to use for you on you. And then when you fall down on your luck, you blame YouTube. You gotta blame yourself because your accountability is putting too much information out there.
Yeah. But they don't listen because you're trying to run their channel. And I'm like, okay, do what you want to do. So it is what it is. I'm really not upset with people. And this is why I keep on telling people, don't send me shit about what people say. If I wanted to go see it, I could easily go find it. It's not like you gotta go a lot of places. And so I have blocked a lot of people because I'm really not interested in what you think about me. I'm just here to report what I see and what I observe, and that's it. And what you say about me, hey, it's part of YouTube. It's part of the beef sector. Long as you know. And let me say this: even if what they said was true, it still don't bother me because I know who I am. And a lot of these people have issues because they are looking for validation on YouTube. And I'm like, baby, as long as you look for validation and as long as you let these people in your head, they're gonna continue to do mess like they do. So it is what it is. Okay, I can see what y'all saying now because I'm out of this sun. King Roman posted a picture of him and his girlfriend on his wall. She's cute. Well, do you all have any doubt? I don't understand why y'all don't think that. I mean, King Roman is still King Roman. You know, I mean, y'all think women don't find men who may be fluid attractive? And I think that's what bothers a lot of straight men because, you know, it's like you can't be dipping, double dipping. I don't know that mindset, but it's funny to me. And this is why I don't sit here and argue with people because I'm like, it ain't hard to date a female, even if they know. Even if they know, it's not hard. Especially if you got a job and you're responsible, because so many people are unresponsible and don't have no job. People are looking for stability. They're looking for companionship. It's not always about what you can do in bed, but I'm sure in bed that some things can happen too. Come on now, because we done, he done got all aspects of how to do it. Anyway, let me stop. So somebody get mad. Let me see what y'all saying now. Hold on for a minute, y'all. But I'm glad he has a girlfriend. And I mean, if that's what he wants, yeah. Well, let me say this, you all. If he brought his mom to live with him, yeah. But if that's what he said, and you can't get mad because now the people know. I mean, because you put it out there. Why are you gonna get mad because people put it out there? You know? So I'm not mad at King Roman. I'm not mad at anybody. Let people do what they want to do. I'm gonna drop this link, you all. Let me say this. Let these people do this ugly stuff. It's only a reflection of what they do. And when people start doing things, you gotta ask, what is your motive? What is your motivation? Why do you do this to this person or this person? Do they really motivate you that much? Because I'm not obsessed with anybody. I talk about anything that's going on, but I'm really not obsessed with people. And I think a lot of these people are truly obsessed. What you think, Room Shaker?
I feel like they're obsessed. They can't let go. They drive and they need you to like them. And when you don't like them, they feel like they supposed to keep messing with you until you start to like them. When normally that just makes you not want to deal with them.
Let me say this too. A lot of them want to control. I learned a lesson from that Cola Nick situation because I think that this is a lot of people. It seems to me the man that she was with, he likes women with power, but he doesn't like women with power, if you get what I mean. So obviously he had a mom who may have degraded him and all of that stuff. And he grew up, he likes women with power, but his whole goal is to kind of degrade them, you know, and do those types of things, a degrading ritual, if you will. And I think a lot of that is the case. We don't like you. You think you all better than everybody else, which I don't. But again, they really are attracted to that. But then when you try to connect with them, you get the low shade. You get the low T shade and they throw shadiness and so it's like, oh, I see what it is. And you really can't befriend people like that because they really like you, but there's something that their insecurity or something won't allow them to. And it's a weird dynamic. Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. And I just see a lot of that too. And I can wear anything and it ain't good enough. But yeah, you got people who can't even afford an apartment. You know what I'm saying? But then they talk about my house is basic. Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to take my basic house to what a lot of people live in, because what I'm seeing for you, if my house is basic, then your house is definitely fundamental and very rudimentary if my house is basic. And I think that's funny. People don't even have a house, but they have a lot to say about yours. And you look at that stuff and it's like, okay, I get this. People got issues. So again, Room Shaker, I made it my choice not to make people's issues my issue. I'm here to do a show. And that's it. And again, some of this stuff will be taught in the classroom or on my StreamYard, because people got to realize a lot of this stuff is psychological too. You know that.
Right.
These people don't know the definitions and terms, but they know how to manipulate. They know how to entrap people. You can't be his friend and be my friend. I mean, again, that's nothing but control. And we've seen it over and over again in the sector. So it's textbook to me.
Okay.
What's up, Pastor Waller One? Oh, Lord. So now, oh, Jesus.
He was in J. Dunn chat this morning. They is running amok, baby.
Lord, not Pastor. Oh, Lord.
Baby, to make it no better, somebody shared the church link out, and the sermon was about, because I went and watched the sermon. I ain't gonna lie, Pastor, and the sermon was about control your tongue and don't listen to liars. I was like, oh, if that ain't a subliminal message right there. And I think it was posted yesterday.
Hold on, Room Shaker, give me a minute.
Okay. We got questions, Pastor Wall. Oh, y'all running amok. They said that he need to go over there in Catherine chat and drive her crazy. And somebody said he was over there and he got blocked. I said, y'all going to hell early in the morning. Okay, so y'all, is Catherine taking her lives down when she finished them, or is somebody striking them? Because I thought she was taking them down. But she went over there in Paulette chat, baby, and her and Paulette, she didn't hit the link, but her and Paulette was going at it because Paulette called her all type of liars and told her she need to stop this mess, this ridiculous. Baby, Paulette went left field. She went all the way in. Hey, Hypnotic, Room Shaker, just don't listen to Rico. I don't listen to Rico. I don't watch Rico. Brian, I watch you more than I watch Rico. I don't go to his channel. I don't like him. Like, you can't attack me because of who I support, because I'm going to support whoever I want to. I'm grown. And I don't think he do nothing over there on his channel that's of substance to me. Like, I watched him way back in the days. He was standing there at a white stove with his pants flipped down to hold them on his waist. And he was cooking some noodles on a gas stove in a pot with a plastic fork.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about?
I was talking about Rico because Brian said just don't listen to Rico. And I say I don't watch him. Last live he did that I watched was way back in the cut. And he was talking about how he get people stuff and talking about the people over there on Bingo and all that other stuff. That was the last time I gave Rico a click in the view.
I'm surprised. I don't understand how y'all well, you told me because you were coming over to my channel, and again, I don't know why, but it's control. And just because somebody come to my channel, that don't mean they dislike you. That just mean that they come over to my channel.
Yeah, because, well, his exact words is that I watch you and lay down or whatever he calls them down, and he say y'all be lying on him, y'all liars, and I support y'all. He a OG, I also support him. It's nothing to support you for. What do you do? Like, you just argue, you beef the dog. I didn't want to see the dog fiasco because I'm a dog lover, so I You don't have nothing that I would want to come to your channel for. Now that you're telling me you don't like me and I got to because you're an OG, I damn sure ain't coming.
Oh, he an OG?
That's what he said. He an OG too, and I gotta respect him. I told him he ain't no OG.
He wasn't here at the beginning. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't want to make him upset. He's been here for a long time. I'll give him that.
Pastor Waller, I don't like everybody praying on me, so you keep your prayers, baby. But yeah, you pray for all the people that listen to her, but yeah, don't pray over me. I don't want no prayer from everybody. I don't want everybody touching me either. My great grandma taught me that.
My.
He was in J Don chat.
Okay, you go ahead. I'm here. I'm just trying to. Ooh, that worked. I hate it when you have to change your password, so I had to change the password. So let me write this password down so I don't forget it, Jesus. Because you know I forget a password in a
Let's go.
But you know what though? I'm ugly though. I'm ugly, girl.
So what is this? Because somebody called her a lipstick lesbian, and now he in your chat talking about that Catherine is in love with his wife. Y'all just running the mug. Y'all taking this story every way but the right way. But Catherine, what I will tell you if you listening, the wrong place you could take a situation to is Lady Snoop, because she gonna play all up in your trauma, and she don't care if you need closure, if you need healing, therapy, or counseling. She only gonna make it worse, and then she gonna try to attack you on top of your story. So be mindful and be careful at the same time.
Well, you know what though? I don't even waste words no more. I don't. I just don't waste words anymore because people are gonna do what they want to do, and you gotta let them do it. They're gonna do what they want to do. So hey, if she wants to go over there and spill her tea, let her go on over there. I mean, you can't stop people from doing what they do.
Right. Bunky said, did you see the famous pink dress, Pastor? Because that dress was a hot mess. My grandma and them used to wear stuff like that, and it didn't even look like that. They didn't wear polyesters. They wore cotton and stuff, and it was nice, and they had their little pretty hats to go with it, and their shoes and their jewelry. Like, church back in my grandma in them days used to be a fashion show. So that what Catherine put on, and oh, baby, it looked like she was putting work up a sweat. But she put that picture out here. It was back in the day the way they used to go to church. I used to see outfits like that all the time down there in Mississippi.
Oh, Jesus.
Chicago too. Yeah. That my grandma made 88 July the 4th. That's where she stemmed from. So I just can tell the truth, shirt never, yeah, they wear that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I saw the dress, but like I said, I don't say nothing. I just keep my mouth shut. And I mean, you all, let me say this. I have a lot of emails. The only reason why I have those emails is because if somebody does something, then I have the emails. And I hate to do that, but people aren't stable. And so, yeah, people aren't stable. And so because people aren't stable, I'm not playing. I got the emails. So, and because I just know how people play games and I just don't have time for it. So, yeah. Somebody said, I know damn well this is not the pastor in this chat. No, I think it's a troll. I think it's a troll.
Yeah, it's a troll because when J Don checked that troll wasn't linked to that. Room Shake, I wish you would verify when people tell you things. Some people lie to get you to pick a side. They can't make me pick nothing. And who are you saying lied to me? There's no side to pick because I like everybody, unfortunately, the same amount. I ain't got no picks and choose on the internet.
Why? Okay. So if Room Shaker goes to somebody's room more than she comes to mine, then why would I get upset? I mean, it's almost like people are getting upset for the wrong thing. Room Shaker rarely clicks my link. I mean, but I don't get mad because she don't click my link. I mean, and I'm not complaining now, Room Shaker. I'm just saying.
You good, but that's trolling. Pastor, the number one question is, this ain't hearsay. Rico came to my link and said it on my link, Brianna link when she was on the board, said it on J Don link just recently, and he was just on my link 2 days ago telling me the same thing. So what are you talking about? Rico told me this out his own mouth and said he ain't afraid to address me and tell me how he feel. And I told Rico, quite frankly, I don't give a damn. So no, it ain't hearsay. Ain't nobody told me this but Rico the barber.
Wow. You know, it's like I said, it's a lot happening. Yeah, I didn't know a lot of people send me emails every day. No way in hell I'm gonna sit there and respond to a lot of people. I don't believe that, but yeah. Brian, stop shouting out people in my chat. That's disrespectful. I don't do that in your chat. Stop that. That's disrespectful. Don't be shouting out nobody. Go to her channel and shout out.
For me, it's entertainment, so I'm not verifying nothing. I'm not looking up nothing. Y'all want me to do more than for the buck than what we get paid for. We get paid to come out here, hold a segment that entertain y'all and keep y'all engaged with each other. Other than that, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing no research. Unless it's a topic I want to touch on. But if it's something including the board, I don't care if it's a flop or mix. I'm going to put it out there and you go clean it up. How about that?
Wow, I don't even believe that I don't believe anybody in the church would come on and do that. So I think it's a troll. Yeah. Jay Wilson, isn't that part of your teach and trust, but verify? All right.
Well, how could you? Because these people lie and tell you one thing, go to the next person and tell another person.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, I'm not wasting that energy because I don't care. I ain't gonna lose no sleep and miss no meal.
But that's why I block Priority Alert and some more people, because that's what they do. And they're there to start mess. That's what they do. So, you know, it is what it is. They're here to start mess. And some people eat it up. And that's what they do. But it's all good to me.
Well, maybe just trolling. If you be specific what you want me to verify, because I'm not doxing nobody. I don't know. Y'all be weird. Some people be weird to me because you ain't did nothing to me, and nothing you could say out your mouth would affect me to the point I would want to dox you. Like I could drag to the gods and go on about my business. Ain't gonna run my blood pressure. Ain't gonna stress myself out. And then I'm gonna get back to life. I be outside. I hang out. I got family and friends. So outsiders that don't know me, they don't faze me. I don't care.
Yeah. And let me say this, you all. I am not saying this to be flip with anybody. I just come to do a show. And I think you all I don't know. I just think people get, I don't know. I think they just get messed up by that. But it's a show, you all. This ain't real life. And if y'all think this is real life, then something is wrong. This is a show. You shouldn't let anybody come in and disturb your peace, you know, and I just don't get it. And let me say this. I used to live for folk getting pissed off. I used to drop in people's chats, put a little coin on it, and they start cursing, and I just log off because I done did my part. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, if that's an official from the church, it's not a church you need to be at. What legal or team would advise would. Yeah, I don't believe that that's somebody from the church. I don't.
Okay, Pastor, could I talk about something? Could we talk about something fake that I just seen the other day?
What you saw?
Baby, they mad about somebody telling me something in my back chat. I didn't care. So maybe that's why the person bought it to me. So I did come over here, Pastor, and I dropped it in King Roman chat, and I just stepped back to see what it was going to shake and give and see how people was going to respond. And do you know all these people went live and had a segment and hoping, saying they hoped that Lovely Love was doing good, but when she was on this thing, she had to pay them to promote her page. They weren't rocking with her. She was wishing death on them and one none of them friends. That was the fakest shit I ever seen in my life. Can we wake that up?
Well, you know, and that's the thing. Lovely Love was an interesting character, is an interesting character. She's still alive. She's an
Right.
interesting character. But I promoted Lovely Love. Free, no charge. And but I have never wished death on that lady. I was very upset with Lovely Love. And it's just me being, I guess, a concerned person. I was just upset with Lovely Love because she was actually smoking after she finished her chemo. And I'm like, girl. But again, that's me. That's me. But I still didn't wish death on her. And I was truly kind of like, I hope this lady isn't dead. When people started talking about it, and that's why I didn't come out and say she was. But now, she's alive, and I'm happy about it. And that's it, So yeah. So yeah, how else do we negate slander? The only way to defend from slander is to defend it head on. Well, you know what though, Pastor Waller one or the associate pastor, I don't think that this would be the platform to do it. And I'm with JB Wyndham. The church would recommend you do that as well, because if your pastor is the person like I think he is, he would really have some things to say to you, and he wouldn't even allow you to engage in such mess, because the legal team would probably want to do that. And why would you do this? And as a pastor, don't you have other things to focus on besides this disgruntled church member? I mean, wouldn't the legal team be dealing with that? That's why we believe that you're truly a troll.
But well, Pastor, if they know it's a troll and they know people will make troll accounts to do stuff like this, why respond to it anyway?
No, but it is what it is, because again, this is commentary. Now this is content.
Yeah, but it seems like they get offended in the chat because they know it's gonna trigger Catherine.
I know, but it's
Catherine
content.
ain't stopping. Right. Let's go.
It's content. I didn't see that as fake. That was a heart of a human. The lesson is allow family to announce the correct. I mean, I just wanted to make sure the lady was okay. At the end of the day, she is in the sector. And, I was concerned about it. It wasn't fake. I was really concerned about her. So,
well, I think they mad because they wanted me to have empathy, compassion, or something, and I didn't see it for it. And unlike these people, if I don't like you, I'm not checking for you dead or alive, and I'm standing on that. So a lot of them got mad that I said that I didn't care. I don't. If I don't mess with you, I'm not wishing you dead, but I ain't caring what goes on in your real world. I'm not that invested into you. I'm gonna choose me over anybody.
Oh my God. I'm okay. I gotta have somebody to do something for me. Y'all give me a minute. Take over for a quick minute.
Okay, hey LaDon. Let's see. Our Facebook page has been alerted since last week about this deranged woman. I was given the name of the content creators most involved. J. Don, Pastor William, and oh, wow, they put Cole on there. Y'all wrong, codified. If you didn't care, why inquire? I didn't inquire. I dropped it in the chat and left it there. The beef sector took it and ran with it. As many fake deaths as I see y'all announce over here, and then y'all let Lemon do a segment where he fake cried knowing he don't care with it. He wasn't even dealing with it in the real life. Y'all need to stop letting people play on y'all emotional heartstring and stop letting them express fake love to you, because they really don't care whether you live or die. And as soon as you acknowledge that you being used and made a fool out of, I think you'll do better on this app. Definitely know that this is a troll now. Right. Hey, Twilight. So I don't care. I don't. Like, y'all should stop letting people tell y'all they love y'all and they don't even like you. Because if it was true, half of y'all wouldn't be doing Catherine, even if y'all see she unraveling and y'all see she in a mental state and she on the verge of breaking, y'all wouldn't try to drive her over the edge. The way I watch y'all play with each other trauma, it's weird to me. Cause once you reach them points, I don't care how long you've been around me. My family ain't even allowed to play with me like that. So I don't know how you think I'm gonna let you slide. Like, no, I'm gonna give it up like I always do, and it ain't no coming back from me. So, hey, it is what it is. I like being the black sheep. I like rocking solo dodo. But if you seen my live at my grandma's 88th birthday, I'm welcome. I'm welcomed. I love, and they appreciate me every time I pull up. And I'm going to the family reunion in August down there in Mississippi and watch and see how much love that they embrace me with. Some of these people can't go to their families and go to their childhood friends because they bad individuals and don't nobody mess with them. People love me. I'm a birth of fresh air. I'm energetic. I'm the life of the party. I turn up, but I go from 0 to 100. That's just me. I ain't denying who I am. And quite frankly, if I tell you I don't care, believe that, because I don't. Hey, Kimmy. Oh, because definitely know that this is a troll now. I kind of like this room shaking and Pastor Vanna, great co-host vibe. Well, I'll be praying. No, you won't pray for me. I done told you I don't let everybody pray over me. Keep that shit to yourself. Because some of y'all gonna pray for somebody downfall. I can see if you was genuine and you had that old soul spirit and you actually knew if you couldn't say nothing good, don't say none at all. That's different. But you and the scandals you wrapped around you, I don't want no parts of you. I'm gonna tell you now, I stopped going to churches a long time ago. Churches ain't what they used to be made of, and if I don't feel it in my spirit, I ain't walking in the Lord's house. I'm sorry. When he called my name, I used to show up faithfully, and I still will. When he called upon me, I can praise his name in any room, any place, or anything. I do not have to go to a church that feel like I'm supposed to pay them tithes and offering, make them richer, and then they got all type of scandals that going on in there. Like, yeah, I was taught to beware of false prophets. and trust me, everybody can't win me over. But I guess this is inside of YouTube, I think. Okay. If you're not welcome in, you say, if I'm not welcome in this space, I should kindly see myself out. You guys be blessed. Same to you, bye. Oh, yeah. Hey, bye, Jay Dunn and Pastor Waller. You so silly. Where Jay Dunn at? Or is you saying Jay Dunn? Oh, okay. You saying Jay Dunn is the pastor. Y'all running the book. Because they told the pastor he should go to Catherine next live and troll the hell out of her. I was like, ooh, don't do this. And that's why I say it's crazy. Because honestly, when I say I can read people's spirits and souls, and I'm not a phase 10 type of person, I don't play with Uno cards or that little globe snowball or nothing like that. But Catherine really, y'all can break her. Y'all can push her to a mental break. And I don't think enough of y'all got enough compassion to even realize that she unraveling and she really losing touch with reality. And that's why I say I watched that with Lemon. Lemon crying because he going through something. He ain't caring about y'all. He using y'all and playing on y'all emotional heartstrings because he's emotionally unstable and he don't want to tell y'all what the real problem is in his life. That's why I'm saying y'all ain't paying attention to all the warnings saying a lot of these people that left and said that they went on a spiritual journey, they came back angry.
Or they coming back worse than when they left.
Right. That's why I'm like, I don't want no parts of that. Don't play with me like that. That is not spiritual at all. That's demonic.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't the Bible say if you go back to that, it's like a dog going back to his vomit, and then the devil brings 7 demons 7 times more? See, this is what I'm saying. I come to do a show. I'm not here for anything but to do a show. I'm here to make my money. It's just like Miss Pat and all of those people who do their show and they say what they need to say, but when the show is over, it's over. And these people don't look at it as a show. They look at it as real life. And I think that's the part that I'm like, wow. But yeah.
Yeah, because I do.
Let me say this. I will not go watch that woman. Because y'all, let me say this. I don't play around with people who have challenges like that. And I'm sorry. I don't want anything to deal. I have cut Catherine. Catherine can come over here. Catherine can talk about anything except that church and that pastor. But other than that, I don't play with that. Y'all, I don't play with that. I don't see people having challenges and breakdowns and stuff. I don't find that entertaining. I find that, I will talk about it, but yeah, it's a lot going on. Go ahead. I got to do one more thing. I just wanted to come on because I don't like leaving people hanging. But give me a minute, Room Shaker. I'll be right back.
Okay, everybody crashing out. Everybody that's crashing out live with their moms. And that's crazy. But then these are who these people choosing to idolize, who they choosing to lead them. So do you know that shows how weak you is, because you're not supposed to idolize or praise nothing on this earth. You can hold it dear, you can respect it, and you can love it, but you're never supposed to idolize it because, hey, if you believe in God, he's jealous-hearted. He don't feel like nobody supposed to get that type of praise but him. And these people are actually subjecting themselves to the whippings. Like they getting lashed, they getting beat, they get stepped on, they get all type of trials and tribulations that every battle ain't yours. But y'all choosing the wrong path, and he gonna run that lesson back until you wake up. Like, I'm sorry. So I only can see it's gonna get worse. Like the people crashing out, going to jail, ended up in mental hospital, ended up being depressed, all type of stuff. Like, it's weird. And they come out here and say stuff like that for y'all to donate cash apps, but you need to tell them, go live visiting a psych doctor. Go live looking at the therapist. Go live going to Ayana Fix My Life or Dr. Phil somewhere. Because at some point, if y'all don't shut it down, y'all going to experience a lot of weird shit. And I'm not here for it. Hey, Run P, they exploiting her, baby. They ain't only exploiting her. A lot of these people getting exploited. The subscribers with the cash apps and the super chats and the super stickers. Like, yeah, because if I pay you one time to take somebody off your channel, then I go to another channel that's still in my name until you got to run that same payment back. You a fool if you do it. I'm not blaming the person that told you to. I'm blaming you because you got to take accountability. They didn't put a gun to your head. You decided to give up that cash. So don't come on here now and play victim because you did it willingly. You wanted some attention. And half of y'all have admitted that y'all will pay content creators and won't even pay y'all bills. Just for the recognition to sit with them, be cool with them, be accepted by them. Like, it'd be weird to me, but carry on. She exploiting herself, absolutely. And none of them want professional help, absolutely. I think I got professional help. Catherine is truly having an episode. Pastor said he don't want to talk about Catherine, so we're going to move right along. Because really honest, us keep speaking on that situation ain't doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire. That's it. That's all. That's why we moved on and went down to other little trippers on the board, because I don't think nobody pays attention to that. Lemon been crying a whole lot lately. And he keep telling y'all it's a lot going on in his real world. His real world is falling apart. And y'all study got him crashing out, arguing and all this stuff on this app. I would prioritize myself. I would take a break if I have to. And I will line everything up and take it as I need to. Yeah, I would take it as I need to. I would prioritize it and go ahead and run through it. Because you crashing out for people that don't see it for you, but you swear they love you. Boy, if they love you, they'll let you stay monetized. They'll stop snatching your page. They'll stop cussing you out. You don't treat people you love like shit. Like, there's no way in hell. Y'all got the misconstrued definition of love. Love ain't supposed to hurt. Love ain't supposed to break you down mentally, physically, emotionally, or none of that. Love is actually supposed to be strong enough to lift you up and build you up in your time of need. But that's why I say I don't let everybody on this app preach to me. No, your soul tell me and your words tell me something just ain't right.
Girl, I'm back. I'm at this UT, honey. This QT, and I'm just trying to, baby. All at the QT. What you talking about, Room Shaker?
I told them I wish people stop on here love bombing, telling people on the app that they love them, because love ain't supposed to hurt. Love ain't supposed to break you down. Love also supposed to be strong enough to build you up and encourage you to take the right route.
You love somebody you really don't know them, but anyway.
Right. But baby, they over here saying these people love me. They like me. Yeah, they like you enough to watch you be your downfall. They playing because you don't know no better. Didn't nobody raise you. And I don't know why people gotta run to people on this app with problems. I know you should have one friend, one family member, one somebody. Ain't no way it's gonna be the choice that you out here by yourself, unless you a bad person. And if that's what it is, and if every time you turn around you argue with your family or it's a cuss out moment and it ain't never no balance, that says enough right there. Y'all tolerating each other. Y'all need each other. They feel like you can't survive out there on your own, so y'all living in misery. Y'all settled. Cause yeah, if I couldn't stand you, gonna have to get from around me. I'm gonna wake up every day happy. I ain't gonna be miserable every time I see your face. I got a frown on my face. No, that ain't how we working that out. But I guess if you ain't got no choice, you gotta do what you gotta do. Cause yeah, Lemon Mama, I would if he got income like he say he do, Lemon be in his own place by now. I'm sorry. You can sit here and go live. You can sit here and pay bills. If you can't pay your bills, you can let me be your representative, your payee, and I can pay your bills for you and give you your receipts to show you all your bills paid. But you damn sure won't be living in my house. And I can't get no sleep. I got to get yelled at. I got to get argued with you. And your dog using it all over the place. Yeah, you go take that somewhere else. Exactly. Venting to strangers online, scream mental. Let's go.
Yeah,
But
I'm back.
okay.
Hey, check this out. Why you think Binary is upset with me? Because I don't do a lot with Binary, but I'm not understanding him. And so they said Binary is very angry. And I'm like, well, what is Binary's problem?
Now I don't know, but lately Binary been doing lives on you. I went in there, but you went live, so I left his live to come to yours.
What you think that's about?
I don't know, Pastor, but he been mad at a lot. Did I say? I think it's Binary time to show his true intentions. Because I noticed since they Grace Binary over here, and Binary was cash apping and super chatting and all this other stuff, and people was giving him a little wiggle room. Now, next thing you know, because he was into it with Lady Nika, he was into it with YouTube cameras, he got into it with Brianna, then he bumped heads with VS, and then he started trickling on down the board. So I guess it's time for him to go ahead and run through and see what it is, because he said he got his deed now and he beef sector.
Oh, that's what it's about. Okay. I was just wondering because now somebody said they think he's priority alert, and I'm like, really? So yeah, that's what they said. But
LaDon hit the link. Pastor dropped the link. LaDon said his live was weird. What happened? Because Pastor went live, so I came over here, so I didn't even get to see it.
Wow. Let me see. Somebody just said something. Now, I don't know who this Pastor Waller person is. I think I'm getting ready to block them because it seems like they're looking for a lot of attention. Yeah, I think I'm going to block you because it seems like you're looking for some attention. Yeah. I'm going to give you one more chance and then because it seems like you're looking for attention. Hold on for a minute, LaDon. I got to put on my banner.
Okay. Conversational with my guy. Who is that, Brooke?
LaDon, what's up?
Pastor, I would never do anything to harm your channel.
But you know, it's always cautionary. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Great morning. Glory be to the Most High. Let's start off with that. All glory be to the Most High.
Come on now.
So,
Amen.
Just to piggyback off what Room Shaker was saying, it was like he was comparing her little time, because I know you don't want to mention her too much, so I'm going to respect that. And great morning to everyone in the chat. He was like comparing her little bit of time with this one little live talking about she is the person and she has potential. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Who is this person?
He was comparing you and Catherine.
You talking about Binary?
Yes. And I'm like, and he's basically trying to make it seem like you're envious and that her talking about her life situation is real. And he was like saying that no one is coming to watch you like that. And I typed in his chat, I said, there's a difference though. long-term support outweighs clout and numbers.
Mm.
That's short-lived. You've
I
been
don't
doing
get
this
that.
for a
I
long
mean, he's
time.
comparing me and Catherine.
He was basically in his own way trying to compare, like saying that her story is real. She's telling her real life story and people is enjoying it. And I'm like, no, 90% of her chat was trolls. I dropped
Right.
her. She blocked me immediately.
Well, you know what I feel though. I think it's clicks and views
Yes.
because I don't think Catherine. First of all, why would I be envious? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I
Yeah,
be envious?
he was insinuating like, that even going off numbers, and it was just when I dropped out. Normally I'm entertained, but today I was kind of like, this is some trash.
Well, this is the thing. My numbers has never been a big thing to me. As long as my money, as long as my money is right, that's the big thing. As long as my money right, I'm really good. But I just think that it's a lot of I don't know. I just think he's trying to get into the sector. Somebody told me that he was even trying to compare education and talking about my education. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really need to prove that because I don't need to prove it. Well, I prove it when you know you have it. And I just don't get him. I think ever since I said that he need to go off and just put his cartoons on, because I found the cartoons to be very funny. I really like the cartoons. And then somebody told me he was Priority Alert, which I'm not sure if that's him or not. But I blocked Priority Alert because, again, they insulted me by continuing to send dollars. But let me say this. I really don't have a problem with Binarity. I have defended Binarity to say that he belongs to, be able to do his commentary. And of course, I made little digs at Grand Canyon University. But again, the school is accredited. So, it is what it is. I don't know what that's about, but I don't have to compete against anybody. I don't have to prove myself against anybody. I just come on and do my show. And whoever shows up, we just have a good time until it's time to click off. So I think these people really try to do psychological warfare. You can't do that on me. At the end of the day, I'm old beef sector. We were here, and everything else people pull, it doesn't work over here. And I think that people really want the attention. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. But I'm like, are you mad? I just don't get it. People can be mad for one reason or another. And I guess, I don't go over his channel because I don't type in his channel. Because I'm not going to be a member or I'm not subscribed. You know what I'm saying? And if that's how you get people to type in your chat, then I don't do it because anybody can type in this chat. So again, yeah, I don't do a lot of stuff, but I'm just not going over there. I used to drop down and say, hey, but I don't even go over there anymore because, again, I'm not subscribing to be able to talk in your chat. But LaDon, I'm glad you cleared that up because you said it was pretty weird over there.
It was weird in the way he was speaking about her, and we're seeing this manic state. Like I couldn't even stay long. It wasn't even that she blocked me because people always block me because I'm an offensive person. I do troll. I've been doing this for years. But and so I call people out on their stuff and they don't like it, and that's fine. I don't care if you block me. You know what I'm saying? This is just entertainment. But the way he was speaking about how, she has the potential to grow and all these things, and I'm like, but this lady is being manic. She is manic. You know what I'm saying? And then she got to post after she finished her live. She posted all these community walls. That is not content. She's barking up a serious legal tree.
Yeah. And the people are really egging her on. And I was really serious when I said, Catherine, you really need to kind of step back. And the only reason why
Nat's comment. That is so
true. Okay. Pastor Binary said no one wants to see you sitting there eating chicken. He said you want to compete with Catherine's number. Like, baby, I'm not competing with anybody. And if I sit in and eat chicken, whoever wants to see me eat chicken will see me eat chicken. But I don't get that. That's off to me. That don't make sense.
It's chaos. It's chaos, and it's actually very scary. And I was over, Mad, where I'm at. And I was just like, what's irritating me the most is all this medical information, this medical misinformation. First of all, what made me click off is when I heard the comment about, oh, well, the pastor over there, that man, tried to get the nurses to kick me out the hospital. I said, let me click off this. Let me get off this because
Wow. So this is what they're trying to do, you all. And I want you all to look at this because a lot of this is framing. A lot of this is framing. They're trying to frame that I am working with the church to get Catherine kicked off.
no,
I
I
don't
thought she
know.
was talking about Pastor Waller.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know that man, and I don't know anybody at the church personally, and no one has contacted me from the church. That's number one. I only told Catherine to get down because I felt that she was going to legally get in trouble. And notice what I said, Catherine, you need to talk to a lawyer, a counselor, a reporter, and law enforcement. Because if you're telling the truth, these people need to know. And that was my advice for her because, again, I was really concerned because it is a big church. This is no little fly-by-night church. This is a huge, mega Greenleaf type church. And then
So
I know that Catherine had said some things in one of her emails. I'm like, ooh, it was deep because I'm like, if you got that information, then I think you may need to watch that. But I was afraid that she was getting ready to say that, and I'm like, Catherine, you don't want to do that. Now,
can I be
what
honest, Pastor? Can
go
I
ahead.
be honest with you? Okay, because like I said, I've been on social media for a long time. I go all the way back to AOL online. Okay.
Mhm.
First of all, my mother always told me if it don't make sense, it's a lie.
Mhm.
All right. And then secondly, of all places, the beef sector or YouTube is where you want to try to out this man, where you got platforms like Instagram and TikTok where that is quick content where people will flock faster. So let's start with that. Second of all, you're not tagging him. You was just talking. You're on cam, half bald. Then you're slapping a wig on your head, and then you're showing you in this compression thing. Like, that's not giving professionalism. That's not giving that you have some serious tea that's going to get you somewhere. That's giving you're just sitting up on the internet being psychotic to a few hundred people
And
on
LaDon,
YouTube.
let me say this too. The only reason why now I'm not so worried, but still there's something in the back of my head, and this is why I pulled up those emails, is because the people allegedly from what's his name, ZX, is saying that they know that she's not well. And that's why they're not really pressing the situation. I knew something was wrong when she never met the man and never talked to the man. She was supposed to get a meeting, but the meeting was canceled. And I'm like, okay, that said a lot because I thought she knew the man, like they were having conversations on the phone and all of this stuff. It seemed like it's something there, like an obsession. And somebody already told me that, Jay Wilson, you're going to be the next one. And I'm like, you're probably right. Because again, it seems like that's the mindset. But let me say this to you all. Ness and Binarity, stop playing with that lady like that. I am not one bit jealous of Catherine. Not one bit.
I'm gonna tell you something
I'm
because if
telling
something
you,
happens,
y'all, let me say this.
dropping their
Something's
names.
I'm telling you, if something happens to that lady, because you all have been egging her on, instead of stepping back, I stepped back from the situation because once I saw some things, once I know that somebody was evicted, I'm like, something is not right. And again, I like Catherine. I did not ban Catherine from coming over here. Catherine just cannot talk about those topics because it seems like she's really, taken with that topic. But let me say this, not jealousy once. You all are egging this person up. It seems like you all are getting more information from her so you all can have more content. Notice, I have not talked about Catherine's mama or none of that. Only about what people are doing to use her as content. Now, am I using her as content today? Yes, because I'm talking about people exploiting her For context,
Mhm.
I told you all that what Binary and Ness wants to do is to use Catherine as a shield to really come after me. Because for some reason they got real big issues with me, but let's use Catherine and let's egg Catherine on to let her think that she is doing the thing. And we're helping her to get her channel. But Catherine is exploiting herself by means of them, because at the end of the day, if Catherine goes to court or these people are gone. And again, I'm not arguing with Catherine and I'm not going to fight with Catherine because I know that Catherine is not in the right state of mind.
I was just about to say that.
And I'm not here. Let me say this. If that was the case, I would have been mad at Ness or Pizza or a lot of people who get a lot of folk in the chat. It has never been about how many people I have in the chat. It is never that. But again, I see you all exploiting this woman, trying to pretend that I was exploiting her. She hasn't come on my platform. And again, she cannot come on my platform talking about that church or that
Mhm.
situation. So I don't care what you say about me. And I just feel bad because I know what people are doing. And again, I'm not dumb. I know you all try to use these angles and use these ploys. Baby, I have a whole career. I'm not bound up in this YouTube stuff. I'm gonna say this to you all again. As long as I get my check on the 21st, that's all that matters. What you got going on and how many people coming over there to you is your business. Hold on for a minute, y'all.
I'm gonna say this, and this ain't no slight or no hate to nobody, but at some point, one of these people that they tend to give a lot of attention to, that we can truly, truly tell is mentally jacked up, is gonna spiral out of control, and it's gonna land people in a place that they don't want to be. Sometimes when you see a person being manic, you have to step back, especially if you're not gonna help them. It's so crazy to watch because we've seen people go through some egregious things over time. But y'all got to remember, these laws are changing because of
There,
the things that's happening on social media.
and let me say this too. Can I say this really quickly because I had to go off? I have told nothing but truth to Catherine. To say, Catherine, get off YouTube. What do they want that to be? Oh, he trying to because the church told no, church didn't tell me anything. I knew what was getting ready to happen. And this is another thing that I want you all to realize about this as well. When I was asking questions, and when people cannot answer a direct question and it's circular,
You know, they're full of it.
I knew something was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you can't give me 5 points. Then I'm listening to y'all. Got to realize I'm asking these questions for a reason. You can't even tell me. You're giving me all of these answers, but you're talking about intellectual property. It's about a book. It's about a book. It's about a book. It's about a book. So if it's about a book, then it's intellectual property, and you need to go to the lawyers and you need to, but no, it's not about that. Well, then what is it about? You know, it ain't, did you sleep with somebody? No, it wasn't about that. Okay, so what is it about? She could never tell me. Then she said that I guess they have a satellite church and they used her blueprint for the satellite church. Okay.
Really?
And I'm like, okay. So my thing is, yeah, it's really like, ma'am. And it kept being circular. So when people are not direct, then that's an issue. Now, hold on for a minute. Before we go there, we have somebody in the room. I think this may be Rico. I don't know if this is Rico. Can you confirm that this is Rico? Rico, is this you?
Baby, go ahead and confirm.
But go ahead, LaDon. So go ahead and say
So
what
they
you
use Potter's One Church, Joyce Myers, TD Jakes. And these are, listen, even the local churches in Cleveland got YouTube channels and satellite. So they use her blueprint. They didn't maybe copy off TD Jakes or nobody, Joyce Myers, you know, the white men. I don't know their names because I don't watch them. It was Catherine's idea. It was her idea. Nobody else's. Because ain't nobody been broadcasting until this church did it, right? And she created that concept.
I don't know. According to her,
we've been watching church on TV since we was kids. But it's her idea. And I'm not dragging, I'm just stating facts because I cannot stand misinformation, especially when you're attacking the medical field and when you're attacking people that don't have no attachment to you.
Yeah. And somebody said the church turned her mother against her too. How? And again, that's what I was asking. Do you have any evidence? Because the paperwork don't mention nothing about the church. So where is the evidence? And my thing is, I think what has gotten her upset with me is because I have said to her, it's not that I don't believe you, but I don't have the evidence. Where is the evidence? And, it was like, well, because it's me, you should believe me. No, it doesn't work that way. So I just think it's really, really interesting what's going on and how people are using this to, I think, exploit her. Now, I'm talking about it because I'm going to bring light to Binarity and Ness and all of these people. Don't get me wrong. I've talked about stuff on YouTube, but this lady has some issues going on and they're egging her on. And let me say this. That's why I asked Catherine. I said, Catherine, do you think that I am trying to hurt you or harm you in this situation? And Catherine said, I think you're looking out for my best interest. And I said, I am. And this is why I think you should kind of retreat from doing all of this stuff, because I don't want you to be in legal, issues or having legal problems. I don't want to see you do X, Y, Z. And it was not about the church contacting me or all of this. And I know something wasn't adding up and she could never finish the story. And then I asked her the question. I'm like, well, if you telling this story and you're getting frustrated about it, but nobody, and I mean nobody, is understanding it, then is it the people or the storyteller? Maybe you need to, because you're not being clear. And so, y'all, I don't have time to play with people who are really going through an episode. And I don't think it is funny with somebody really going through something like this. I really wish you would stop talking, because I think the church is going to one day say, okay, we're tired of this. And I don't think it's going to be to sue her. I think it's going to be to really put her away or get her mental health. And she may be at a state hospital if she don't stop. And if something like that happens to her, then where will these people be? Now, all I'm going to say is, Catherine, go get help. Go get help. You are functioning through this, but something is not clicking in your mind to say, Catherine, this ain't what you want. And people are really exploiting you, Catherine. And I'm telling you, I'm kind of glad that you're not clicking on my link, because something ain't right. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you, Catherine, this ain't right. And I'm going to tell you, she really got upset when I was saying you're talking circular. And then she said, you don't believe me? And I'm like, girl, it's not if I believe you or not. It's you're not making sense and it's not sounding right. What do you think? Room shaker.
Okay, Pastor. My thing is, I don't think she looking for. I think, like I said, she's being triggered. That's why I gathered. That's why I exited out the live, because she studied trying to convince people to believe her story instead of letting her story operate. And then she feel like she got to come out here and rebuttal everything they say, because she got into it with Paulette, because she told Paulette she was lying and Paulette drug her. Then she was saying in one of her lives y'all listening to ZX can't tell my story better than I can. And that's when she started showing her old doctor paperwork and stuff like that. That's when she told them they can pull, all the doctors can pull the CPS case about her son getting poisoned and almost died. And that's why family service snatched her child out the house. But it was her mom that did it. She said that they can pull the paperwork and all the notations and stuff will be in there. And that's what I was like, it's going too far, because a lot of lies sparked up and a lot of people start attacking it. And I'm like, well, the doctors is going to verify, but they also going to use the same information for, to come after you. So then Jay Dunn said she was on a panel and they came in and gave her the mama number, the kids' numbers, and she said, but she didn't want to go that far and do all that. But she said she don't know. But then they said, yeah, so I guess somebody else called them, because they said they willing to come on YouTube and talk about it. And I say, see, Catherine, you making this a whole lot worse.
I wish they don't, because again, for what? I mean, again, why put the family in it? And it's not to help. It's not to help Catherine. It's to exploit her, her family, and all of these people. It is not to help Catherine. And that's what's bugging me. If they really want to help Catherine, they would say, Catherine, you are going too far. You need to go and get some help. That's how you help Catherine. You don't help Catherine by throwing money at it. Money is not going to help her right now. She, you know, but again, I'm the wrong guy. I'm the bad guy here because
she said that you know she in need, so you should donate to her. Then she turned around and said the pastor could buy her a house. So I typed in the chat, Catherine, do you think he owe you a house? And she said yes. And I say, girl. And I after that I left out the line because Ghetto was in there trolling. They was asking what happened to the money Ghetto said he was gonna give her. Then Ghetto was like, do everything, and then that's when she said that they doxing the charge, and she said she never got charged with stalking. But then she said now that Ghetto told him that he's the pastor or whoever at the church is supposed to be his frat brother. She said she couldn't because he told her to send him a request for a cash app. And she said no, she couldn't do it because she wasn't finna get in trouble. So I think Catherine did get that charge, and she ain't supposed to have no shape, form of nothing contact with the church. And that's why she feel like, because she told Ghetto she feel like he was trying to set her up. But I'm like, why you keep telling her that the man at the church is your frat brother? If she can't have no contact with him, why is you even bringing that up to her and telling her you will call him?
It's all about content. And this is the thing, you all. No, I don't owe her anything, but yeah, she keeps bringing the pastor's wife up. And I'm like, wow, y'all stop. I'm not playing with this fire. Catherine, look, let me say this to you. I don't have anything against you. I really like you as a person, and I think you are a really good person, Catherine. But I can't ride with you on this because it doesn't make sense. The story doesn't make sense. What's going on doesn't make sense. And I think you're doing more harm to yourself than good. And so, Catherine, when I told you to come off of YouTube, it wasn't because a church got in contact with me. No one got in contact with me. I just thought that legally you were putting yourself in danger or even being committed because, you know, this. And I'm not egging you on. I think you really need to take some time off. I think you really need to talk to your therapist and run through this. It seems like everybody who disagrees with you now, they're your enemy, you know, and I just think, Catherine, that this is not good for you. And I really think that this is not good for your mental health. That's me personally. You're grown. You do what you want to do. But Catherine, don't let these people egg you to do things. And if Catherine's people are listening, please don't answer the telephone.
Pastor, did you read your chat? They said that she said the pastor and his wife wanted to have a threesome. But yeah, because they already circulating her people number. And I think if they come on here and they tell a different story from Catherine, that's going to be the straw that break her all the way down.
Let me tell you what they're doing, Catherine. People are already screenshotting this and they're sending it to the church. See, I don't know this for sure. But I just know that these people are nasty and they're
No,
getting
they
me.
doing it because the ex did it on live. He was contacting, emailing, calling,
See,
and Rico's doing it too on Rico the Brat doing it too on live. So it is people reaching out to the church.
Catherine, these people are setting you up. Catherine, they are setting you up. And they're sending this stuff to the church. And what's going to happen, Catherine, is they're going to have you committed. Because I think you have some mental challenges. But Catherine, they're setting you up. And you're doing all of this. And while you're doing this, they're sending that stuff to the church. I just, because they don't care about you. They care about clicks, views, and all of this stuff. Catherine, please stop. For your sake. I don't care about your numbers. This is not the way to do it, Catherine. This ain't the way to do it. Because if you get locked up or if you get committed, these people are not going to be there to help you. And all I'm saying to you is everything you're doing, they're sending it to that church. Those people know who you are. And the sad part about it is I don't think that they are doing these things that you're saying that they're doing because you haven't really moved to stop them from doing it. But I do think that at some point in time, Catherine, that they're going to collect enough evidence and they're going to have you committed. And I'm come on, sis.
Or worse, because Pastor, I was a person that loved me some green leaf. I like that show. And not only that, them big churches like that, they actually commit crimes and have people disappear and never show up again.
Yeah, and I'm not saying, because look, I don't know the church. I don't know the pastor. We heard a person who claimed that they went to the church and they're from Philly and they did all of that. But no means no. That's the problem. She hasn't shown one receipt. And see, that's a problem. And people are playing with this. And I don't think it's funny. And that's it. Go ahead, Room Shaker. I gotta go downstairs.
Okay. Hey, K-Fit, I seen you into the building. Welcome. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Let me pull it up. I done finally finished my whole little mouse. Let's see. Illuma Negro, how you going? These churches be crooked. Yeah, they do. Oh my God. Good morning, love. Hey, Dr. LaShawn. Let's see. I was being nosy looking on the church Facebook page and I saw several people say that Captain was slandering the pastor. Oh, baby, a whole hot mess. I understand why, though. And I think what's going to break her mentally all the way down is it's crazy for a child that you birth out because she don't want to see the division come on this app and tell their story and tell you stuff like your mama is delusional, because that's what we watch this happen to a lot of people. It happened to Wu. It happened to so many other people that y'all might be privy to, y'all might not be privy to. They family came down here and was the ones that made them crash out. And after they couldn't face that storm, they became a whole little crash out for YouTube. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, and I think that's what it's gonna end up to. Like Pastor said, they're gonna put it in a mental hospital because they can be building a case right now as we speak. They just collect them and gather evidence, because normally when people be silent and they publicists ain't trying to get be ahead of it and stuff, and they already know that they don't want one case against you in church and you ain't supposed to have no contact. Now, I don't know if a gag order is in place. We're gonna leave that up to the doxers, because some people said that they did receive some new information and they're gonna do a breakdown later. So y'all said verify and all that. I'm gonna leave that to y'all doxers. That ain't my place. I don't get paid enough, and I ain't gonna waste the time or the energy. So yeah, we're gonna wait for y'all doxers to come out here and put it together and sum it up and give it to you. Yeah, she doing a interview with Lady Snoop. Shots out to that, because I think it's gonna be a shit show and she gonna be more crazy because you getting up there trying to tell your story and every panel you hitting, you getting attacked on it.
But let me
That
say
should
this.
let you know.
Let me say this though. Do you think, again, she's telling the same story, and now she done added stuff to it, and y'all, I'm telling you. And then for Binary, of all people, can I say this? Binary was a mega pastor or something close to that. Binary should know better than to play with people who have mental illness. Binary was a shepherd to many people. Now, see, I've always been clergy, but I never pastored no church. I never had the desire to. But Binary did. And for the mere fact that Binary is playing with this, and Binary knows about psychological disorders and counseling, and this is what he's doing, I'm more appalled that he's playing on this lady's top.
Wait a minute, y'all sent Hershey to the lady church. Why? Hershey, you wrong.
Hershey, don't do that. Hershey, please don't get yourself wrapped up into this. You know, I expect this from Ness, but I don't expect this from Binary. And let me make sure and make clear, I am not jealous of Catherine's numbers. You all are pumping this lady up. What's up, Sincere Saida? Y'all pumping this lady up. And I don't think it's funny.
Hey, Sincere, I enjoyed your live. I can't wait till you release the name of the demon that's supposed to be, because I chuckled when you said it. You said, no, you're a demon, and I know they say you supposed to call a demon out by name. Keep playing, and I tell you what your name is. Girl, when you release that name, I'ma laugh. Because I want to know which demon you think she is.
Well, let me say this. But whether she deleted the link or not, I am not moved by people's numbers and how many people are in the chat. Look, all I'm concerned about is my check on the 21st. That's it. So when people try to pull that thing, I'm like, no. But what I'm surprised that Binary and these people are hyping this lady up, knowing that that lady is mentally not there. It's not good. And I don't care how solid and sound she may be, her story is not solid and not sound. And that's what I want to get to. Is this Hershey?
Yeah, Jay Wilson, listen, I'm back here trying to clean up this damn bedroom. And I heard my name, I heard Shaker say something about Hershey. Hershey what?
Somebody put in the chat, why did y'all send Hershey to Catherine?
I don't know anything about that, because the last time I was up here, Jay Wilson, if you go back to your live, I said I cut ties with this storyline. I'm not impressed. So Hershey, a grown ass woman, Hershey ain't getting involved in this shenanigans. I don't got nothing to do with that.
Okay,
So
well, I'm just reading the chat because they came in here and wrote to me and Pastor that you went to the church.
But the next time somebody bring up my name, just look at how the way my name is, because it ain't Hershey Kisses, and then you can click on this right here and say, okay, that's not Hershey, that's a troll account. Y'all should know about these troll accounts now.
No, it didn't say your name, Hershey. The person came in here and typed that you went. They typed your name in the sentence and statement and said,
I have outside, like, I don't got time to be messing around with that. That's not my style, baby.
But look, Hershey, come on now. You know how these people are, because they'll say that I done did something.
I heard you say something about Hershey.
I understand.
Baby, I'm a grown woman. I don't get involved with bullshit. I got real life stuff going on over here.
Look, Hershey, girl, we
no
understand.
Disrespect to you, though,
First of all, but I
understand.
understand. But my thing is
I got
this:
real life stuff going on over here. I'm not impressed. I don't care about it. I don't talk about it. I don't jump on nobody's panel talking about it. I don't try to be involved in it because I can get too flukes about it. It's not impressive to me. It's disgusting and sad.
Well, now Hershey, with that, let me say this: with that, Hershey, though,
everything that you were saying,
hold on.
But I
everything
agree
that you
with
were
you.
saying, Jay Wilson, is actually the truth because Ness is actually clinging along and using it for content. And that's why I'm not touching on it because I don't care. Catherine, you too old. You should see what people playing in your goddamn face. They ain't playing
But she
Cookie
can't.
Monster
But baby,
face.
she can't see
They
it when
gonna
you ain't
play in
mentally
Diva
there.
Tomboy's
Hold on,
face.
but hold
They
on,
damn sure ain't gonna play in my face.
Hershey though. Hold on, my sugar lump. She can't see it
People
when
playing
she's
in her
not
face
psychologically there.
like you looking all weak. The
Hey,
fuck?
Hershey though. Hershey,
Yes.
girl, she can't see it when she ain't there. She's
Right,
not
and
psychologically there.
absolutely, and that's why I don't care about this because she's not in the right state of mind.
Mm-hmm. And
People
you're
sitting
right
there
about
taking
that.
advantage. People taking advantage of the mental ill.
Yeah.
And y'all sitting there getting a good kick, getting a good cackle-wackle. Y'all need to let that woman go ahead and process and do what she got to do. But no, y'all want her to show paperwork, show her discharge papers,
Exactly.
and this and the third. And Catherine, look, baby, listen, God bless you. I don't care. I'm just listening. Because yesterday I didn't drop down in her chat.
And let me say
I
this:
had
she
some time I
showed
was
her
laying down in
own
my
stuff. This is the thing; she's showing her own stuff. And then why? Hold on, why are you getting your family involved? Come on, Catherine. Why are you getting your sons involved? These people have gone through enough. Leave them out of it. No one should be calling them. This is your shit. Stop putting other people in your stuff. But again, I can't be mad at you because I don't think you are psychologically there. And these people are having a field day on this. It's one thing to discuss this situation, but it's another thing to start getting people involved and calling people and having people showing stuff. I done told a lot of content creators, don't take us to the doctor with you. Don't take us here with you. That you violate your own HIPAA rights. HIPAA is there for a reason. Yeah, you're right, JB Long-Winded. You are right. You are right. Y'all keep expecting people to reason and be logical, but yet call them immediately ill for, baby, let me say this. You're right. Baby, you're right. My thing is this, I want y'all to get this. I'm here for my show. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe anybody money. I don't owe anybody a place to stay. That's not my job. I come on here to do a show. I come on here to do that. I'm not haven for hoe. Okay. I am not Meals on Wheels. I am not United Way. I'm not Goodwill. I'm not Salvation Army. I am none of those things. I do not have a 501(c)(3).
Coffee on that one. They must have.
But people talking about let her stay, and I said I know these people crazy. I don't even let half of my relatives stay with me.
I just wanted to let y'all know that Hershey don't. Come on, man. I'm not impressed by this. But
I don't think none of the people with sense is.
Now, yesterday I had dropped down and I didn't drop down. I was in the bushes, and I'm sitting there looking at Catherine. Right? She ain't know I was watching.
Look at all of this, but yet we don't have any proof. No proof. No proof.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to say something, JJ. What's about what happened yesterday in her chat? I don't know what happened in her chat because I was like listening, but I wasn't reading the chat. You know, like when you laying down, you don't got time to be reading the chat or nothing like that. But I heard that she was blocking a lot of people. She said what she was doing was she was blocking them if they disagree with her or act like they don't understand what she's saying because she keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. So she was blocking a heck of a lot of people. But who she did get praises to was Ness. And when she did that, I said, oh. I said, okay, because I see where this is going.
She also gave praises to Lemon because she said Lemon and Ness is the only ones on her side.
Okay, because see, I didn't hear Lemon, I heard Ness. And that's when, look, Shaker, she was like, Ness, oh, you had a good live. When she say, oh, Ness, I appreciate it. You had a good live, but you had, let's go back. Remember yesterday I was on your panel, Jay Wilson, they said that you was using somebody for content. And I said, but wait a minute. If they're going to accuse you for using somebody for content, let's go on and let's say that Ness is using Catherine for content. And then yesterday she started praising Ness. So I
Mhm.
told you that she was on
Let me
that
say that she's
panel.
good with people as long as you're agreeing with her.
She
But
was
when
on
you
that
start
panel.
questioning her and all of that, then that's when you become the enemy and you're
She was
working and you're
also talking
colluding with
about
people.
the pastor, Mr. Brian. I don't know, somebody named Brian, or Pastor Brian, James Brian, something
Jamal,
like that. Well,
Jamal.
okay, Jamal Bryan. She was talking about him on Ness panel. Ness like Jamal Bryant, whatever his name is. But Catherine was like, "Oh, really? You like him?" She's like, "You already know what I know." See, Catherine, she
See, see,
do
there
a
she
lot of
go. There she
talking.
go. There she go. There
Right?
she
She
go.
do, and she didn't even know I was in there. So I'm telling Catherine when all this fool la la was going on your panel. Catherine, you got your closet door open. You just letting everybody look at your closet door. But see, Catherine got to be very humble because this what she's spitting out on social media about individuals. You can get caught up. And it can backfire because what people doing is then she went, wait a minute, before I close, because I gotta drop down. She was like, oh, it's 328 people. You goddamn, excuse my language, you got doing right. It's 300 and something people in your chat because some people is recording you and some people is watching you. Okay. And they sending everything that you say into this church. Catherine was showing her discharge paper, the name of the hospital she was in. I said, Catherine, baby, you are doing too much, but I didn't type it in the chat. Catherine, you should know better. And let me say something else. If people ain't play with Cookie Monster, and if they don't play with Diva Tomboyish, and they damn sure ain't gonna fucking play with me, why are you letting them play in your face, Catherine? You looking weak. And I understand what you're going to do mentally and physically, but baby girl, you are putting yourself, your family, and your mother in danger. And
Yes,
that's why
yes, and
I'm
people
not
think this
rocking
is
with this.
funny, and it's not. And I
It
don't
ain't
want to know
funny.
any. I don't want to know any tea Catherine is spilling because if you don't have receipts, then you're just talking. She don't know Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant lives in Baltimore, and now he's in Atlanta. How do you know him? How do you
She was
know
talking
all of
about,
this stuff?
listen, Catherine, see what Catherine do is, and I sit there, sometimes you gotta let the bums dance. And I ain't calling her a bum, but that's just a figure of speech, how the way it is out here. Sometimes you gotta let the bums dance. Sometimes when people, you just sit back and let a person talk because the more a person talk, the more that you can get more input. Now I sat back and I said, I already knew something wasn't right with Catherine. But just because something ain't right with her upstairs, it doesn't mean that something is triggering her mentally. Something had to happen. Do you get what I'm saying? But by her keep bringing up these different men, these different passes and stuff like that, and it's like, what did you do to cause it? See, we're gonna talk about with the passes and stuff like that, but what did you do to cause it? And basically, what she said, like, okay, I joined this church, but I was homeless and I needed a place to stay. But if they didn't give you a place to stay, why would you give them your computer? Why would you give them your Chromebook? See, stuff like
The
that
story
not
is
and
very circular, and it
that's why
doesn't
I
add
said
up, and
I'm
it
out
doesn't
of
make sense. It doesn't.
it.
I
Doesn't
mean,
make
it
sense
doesn't.
at
And the,
all.
And then y'all talking about something she's spilling tea. But where's the evidence, people? Y'all look. I don't think it's
I'm
funny
starting to think these people
at
is
all.
crazy.
And I think y'all
Good Lord.
look. I can't do that. Now I can sit here and talk about things that are happening on YouTube, but when I know that somebody may not be taking their medication
They're not
or
too well
maybe
upstairs.
off,
They
I'm
screws is
not playing with
loose.
that.
Me either. Me either. And let me tell you something. If somebody, let me just say something real quick. You know what kills me is that when Ness was going through her breakdown, Ness supporters told her, hey, I think you need like a few weeks off here to get yourself together, tighten up because you're slipping out the ropes. Now, for all these supporters that allegedly care about Catherine, why can't y'all give her the same? You understand what I'm saying? If you see her not all together, somebody should say, hey, Cat, not just only you, Jay Woods, but she don't want to hear it from you because she think that you are against her. That's how the way
Well,
she think in her
I'm not
mind
against
frame.
her. My thing is this: I am
That's how the
for
way she
her
think.
because I don't want her to go to jail. I don't want her to be in a mental facility. I want her to get the help that she needs. And it's really funny because when Ness was on her journey, you did nothing but support Ness.
When Ness
Yes,
said
they
that she
did.
done got Jesus, I did nothing but support Ness. But
They told
you
us to
can't
click
even
off. They
you
told
can't
us
even
to log
support
off and everything.
these people because they are
Mm-mm.
so twisted with rage and
They
anger,
grimy,
and
and that's why I
they
fuck
can't.
with these scumballs.
Oh, you
They
can.
grimy.
You can.
They
You
are
can.
grimy, but they know. Let me tell you something. They know who to play with, and they know who not to play with. This fool alive. They wouldn't never try that in Cookie Monster face. They damn sure wouldn't try in Divas. See, people know who to play with, and they know who not to play with. They's taking advantage of this woman, her mental health, and I find it disgusting. And that's when you had your nervous breakdown. You took a long period journey of time to get yourself together. You just coming back. So why can't you return a favor? And if you see, you said, why can't you return a favor and tell Catherine, hey, Catherine, I think that listen, I just got off the journey. I had to take time off here. And sometimes it wouldn't hurt to log off and get your mind right.
Let me say this, y'all. Now, I'm glad some No Means No is saying what she's saying. Catherine was been trying to tell this story. I wouldn't allow it because it never added up to what we were talking about. And I'm like, no, this is not adding up. Why talk about this? And then you all, what did she do? Jay Wilson, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's even gonna rock your stocks even more than what it was like it was a badge of honor for her to tell this story. Because again, she has really been trying to push it. So I think it's a lot of stuff going on here.
If she was trying to push this out there, it's the epic fail. Because even if you go in front of a judge, the first thing the judge was ask you, ma'am, are you in any type of therapy or counseling? If you have a therapist recommending you, because if she'll sit there and tell the story that she's telling us in front of a judge, and that if they're hearing, they'll automatically put two and two together and say this woman she's not all the way together upstairs in her head.
Let me say this. That's not true. And Bridget, I see what you're saying, but that's not true. I knew this story already, and I did not want her to tell the story because I knew that it was not really cool. But let me say this. All I'm going to say is I have my emails, and this has been happening. And all I'm going to say is I got the emails, and thank God I'm not going to release those emails on YouTube because it's not the place for YouTube. But if I ever were to get subpoenaed or have to turn over evidence, I got those emails. Because y'all see, like I said, even right now, I am really trying to help Catherine. Because if I wanted to, I can drop all of those emails. That's not going to help her. It's not going to help anybody. But just as sure as Catherine is out here now saying that I'm working with the church and all of this stuff, and I'm not her friend and all of this, which I'm not looking for friendship, but it goes to show you how quickly people turn. I said, let me go ahead and get these emails. Because Catherine, I really tried to not get rid of them, but I really said, let me go ahead and do this because at the end of the day, I didn't want you to get hurt because it was definitely incriminating. But at this particular point, if it's going to help you get help, or if you're going to do something crazy, yeah, I'm going to hold those. And while these people up here playing,
you don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah, while these people playing, I don't have time to play because I recognize that there is an obsession with that man. And when I found out that you never spoke to that man in person, but yet you act like you done had full conversations with that man and you know what that man like and all, it's almost like a fan, somebody who studies people and look at the tabloids and the magazines of what that person likes to eat and look at all the interviews. It was given that. And when I said, wait a minute, how do you know this much about this man and all of this stuff, but yet you never had a conversation? And when she said that she was supposed to have a meeting with that man and it was canceled and his wife and the secretary had something to do with it, that was enough for me. That was enough for me.
Mhm.
When you're telling me that you done lost weight and you wore your pretty pink dress and all of that stuff and da 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 da, that was enough for me. And can I say this? I find it very disingenuous of Binary to even try to say that I'm jealous, because Binary, weren't you the one picking at Catherine with the church's webpage and say, is that Catherine? Is that Catherine? Because you're saying that Catherine was a liar. And you were saying that ain't no way. You were poking holes and having doubts about Catherine. But now all of a sudden you're on Catherine's side, and this is about content, and she's getting the numbers. Binary. This is why I'm very surprised and shocked at you, because you were actually a pastor of people. And I'm just very shocked that you would bear false witness in a serious situation like this on me. And I'm like, wait a minute. But at the end of the day, I know my intents, and I know the truth will make you free. And I'm going to hold on to those emails. Every last one of them I have. And I just think that I'm going to let it play out. I'm going to let it play out because it's crazy. And you all are really taking advantage of a mentally ill person. Catherine can't come on here and talk about that. And then they told a lie saying that I told her that she can't come over here no more. No, I didn't say that. I said she cannot come over here and talk about that church and that pastor anymore, because it was circular. We done heard the story. Nothing has changed, and I'm good. So that's all I got to say about that. Anything else?
I just find it crazy. But Catherine, if people saying that, whoever's saying whatever, you should ask them, okay, well, where's the clip? I want to hear that person say it briefly out of their mouth. I just want to hear them say it out their mouth for me to jump out the airplane without no parachute.
If the pastor got you evicted, where's the paperwork? Where is the phone conversation that was left on the voicemail? Where is that? Did your mama say that?
Then the conversation shift. The conversation shift to a story. She gave a story to somebody and they copied it. And they put their own spin to it too, compared to, she said that's what was everything that was inside that Chromebook. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to keep up, but it gave me a
And
migraine.
then she said that she gave the people an empty book and she got their original. Well, how did they get the plans if the book that you gave them wasn't the original plan? See what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
And out of all people, you listening to Ness let Shakim dox her moderators. Let that sink in. And you getting advice from Boy You Lip, honey.
Hershey, take over for a quick minute, Hershey. I gotta make a call. Take over a quick minute.
Well, go ahead, make your phone call. Because Jay Wilson, he's not an executive. Well, word on the car business, they said you are an executive. So maybe you could pull some strings over here in the state of Pennsylvania, and you got connections. You know somebody that working up in Harrisburg, huh? Let me ask you: Do you know the director of Housing Authority? Because maybe you could pull some strings. Shall have several seats. Catherine, you better open up your eyes and see who's really here for you, honey. But right now, you need to work on yourself. I'm starting to think Catherine is doing this for attention. She's liking attention. And Catherine, you doing too much. You doing too much. But Catherine, it is what it is. Mr. Throat, aka Rico. Ain't nothing like old nasty piece of Maxwell House coffee. But anyway, moving right along. Rico, mission accomplished. Honey, I got up here and made you do exactly what I wanted you to do, is to go live. and you fired up that loud because I said your mother had on construction work and combat boots with volleyball socks, with them thick volleyball socks. And she came near with a trash bag with 4 cases of ramen noodles and different flavors. Honey, I done struck a nerve. You done striked up your life. And you done told a story that happened many years ago, honey. I don't know nothing about no many years ago. We talking about just previously. When my mom showed up with the construction work and hot boots, and it was hot outside. It was like 105 degrees. And your mother had on them hot boots. And I said, oh, okay. But like I said, your mother got a hard face, and your face more softer than your mother. And I said what I said, Rika. You call me Miss Modi Wody. You call me anything you want. But honey, I see you done started up yourself on Nancy Pizza live stream. Rico, come close, honey. And this is the cookie. Come here, honey. You had a stream, right? And you had people click your link. Am I correct? But you ain't even have like more than 90 people in there. It stayed down to the number 35. See, Rico, you need to join Jay Wilson class so Jay Wilson can teach you how to get the numbers and things. But see, I forgot Rico considered himself legendary. He always want to get involved in things and stuff like that, but he's so legendary, but you're not in nobody's storyline. You want to get involved in people's storyline because you want a piece of the pie, but everybody's paying you dust. Rico, I see you. I see you. Oh, Jay Wilson, hurry up, because I got to ask you a question about Rodney. Rodney, you in here?
What's up, Rico? Was that the real Rico?
So you know Rico. Hold on for a minute. Let me take a sip of this coffee because it might sound shady. And Rodney, not too much on me, Rodney. Hold on. So yesterday, Rico had a live. He had a little stream. He was out with a link. He had the name. He said the names in the title. So I clicked on over there and I see somebody by the name of Mark. So Rodney was up there. Rodney joined. He said, "Oh, you Jay Wilson, man." And the guy, his name Mark, he started laughing. Rodney started laughing too. My thing is, are you a Rodney good? Because it seemed like Rodney is throwing little shots, little digs, little nuggets at you and stuff like that. And you've been real genuine to Rodney.
No, I don't. Let me say this, Hershey. So I'm going to answer your question. No. Let's not hype it up.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with Rodney. Rodney has a problem with me.
Correct.
And I'm going to let him have that problem. I don't have a problem with Rodney. And it goes to show you that there are no friends on YouTube. And what Rodney is doing is probably how he felt when he was over here, but now he has a chance to really express himself. And that's what it is. But I have no problem with Rodney.
I think it comes from, because you know how the way Rodney leveled Nancy Piece of moderator stick. I think that it started when you snatched.
No, I didn't snatch his moderator stick. No, let me tell you, I told him exactly why I took that moderator stick. It was going to happen eventually, but he's loyal to who he's loyal to. And now we see the loyalty. And this is why I took my moderator stick. And I don't think my decision was a hasty one. I think it was the right one. But I don't have a problem with Rodney. Rodney may have a problem with me, but I don't have a problem with Rodney
at all.
And Rodney, you keep on throwing shade, but it really shows who you are. It shows who you are. And again, I don't have time to be going back and forth with you because, again, I know what it's about. I know how it's played, but you keep on doing what you need to do, Rodney, because people really see you all for who you are. I have done nothing but, be cool with Rodney. But one thing I do not do is I'm not telling people what they can't say about you because that's part of the beef sector. I mean, people say things about a lot of people. I don't owe you attendance. I don't owe anybody an attendance. I go where I want to go. And if I come and support you, I'll support you.
But I
Mhm.
just think it's crazy.
Mhm.
And I took his mind stick because when he told me he was loyal to somebody, I'm like, okay, we need to go ahead and back up because when people tell you who they are, you believe them. And my thing is, we're not having people getting blocked and stuff because Rodney don't like them. And this is why I don't let major content creators mod for me. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Rodney. And I'm not gonna have a
Mhm.
problem. I'm gonna let him throw his shade because at the end of the day, I'm not affected by it. It just
Mhm.
goes
I
to
said
show
I
you
just
where
found that
people are.
yeah, because I found that real ironic that somebody by the name of Mark
Well,
was
no
on.
means no. Hold on for a minute. No means no. I agree with you. And when you tell me that you're loyal to somebody in the chat and I see you doing things in the chat, then I think that goes both ways. But I did the right thing. I don't apologize for it. I talked to Rodney about it. He said he was good, but obviously he was not. So, hey, it is what it is, baby. I'm good. Look, baby, I'm good. Again, Rodney being mad at me does not stop what I'm doing in Texas. People are going to be mad at you, but see, I don't know Rodney in person. Me and
Yeah.
Rodney have never sat down to eat. I've never met Rodney. And once the show is over, Rodney is not even in my mind. And the only reason why you be talking about him now because y'all brought him up.
No, hold on. Nobody ain't bring him up, but I did. I brought him up.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. He
Mhm,
wasn't
mhm,
even, we
mhm,
weren't even
mhm.
talking about him over here. That's all I was saying.
Uh-huh. But
That's
I
all.
brought him up
Mhm.
because I found that very funny. I sit back and I say, you know what? I see why. Let me just shut up. I see why some certain content creators don't fool around with some of these cats because they see through
Baby, there are
them. And
no
that's the honest
friends
to
on
God truth.
YouTube. There
If
are
that's the
no
honest to God, I see
friends
why
on
some of these
YouTube.
content creators don't mess around with these jokers because they
Mhm.
clown.
But Hershey,
And
you can't take them seriously. That's why I tell people
mm-mm.
once the show is over, take your costume off and go home. And that's all I've been telling you all from day one. So if Rodney is gone, okay, it's fine because again, he was never. I mean,
Wait a
I'm
minute,
not a
hold on.
transactional person, but it is
You
what
want
it
to be
is.
messy? Let's be messy for a second.
Okay.
Is Sister Saida in here? Sister Saida, you in here, good sister. Peace to the LBC. Now, you see Shakim and Ness is good Judies. They good friends now. How
Mhm.
you feel about that Saida? Now that's content. Now we can move over from Catherine because this church stuff is getting it's a lot. Hey, uppity, you rubbing elbows with Ness after Ness called child CPS on your daughter, baby. I mean the stupidity of it all. If somebody do something like that, there's no friendship ever again. You want to know why Ness was kissing Uppity behind? Because Uppity moved on. Uppity, you were just building your channel. Your channel was just up and rising. So Ness ain't do nothing but try to get everybody back together. And Shakim, I'm shocked that you forgave her. And she said you smell like a bully goat. And y'all over there sitting on the panel, Kiki and the ka. I would have been saying no, thank you, but no thanks. You the same one that's trying to get my daughter taken away from me. So thanks, but no thanks. And then also go for Shakim. Shakim, even though if they say your channel was sinking, I would have continued let it sink. But long as I'm not licking out the crack of nobody behind to get the numbers. You build it up on your own. That's the problem. Y'all weak, man.
So you
Y'all
saying
weak.
that Ness
I
actually?
wish I would be rubbing
Well,
elbows and
I'm
drinking
gonna give
coffee
Ness props.
and going to a club and having a good time with
Hold
somebody that
on
trying to
now,
call
hold on,
Child
though. I'm gonna
Protective
give Ness
Service.
props. Hold on, Hershey. I'm gonna give Ness props. At least she got a frenemy sector started and quicker than somebody who was supposed to start it because these
You
are
know
really
what?
frenemies.
And you know what? And I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't like that boy you lip. I don't like that boy you lip. Same romper wearing whore. But I'll give her that. Then the frenemy sector should have been what Nessa's creating. Because the ones that you are trying to reconnect with is really your enemies. And they in the back of their mind, they should be like, I see you, but I'm gonna play the game right along with you. See, them people that's over there protecting us, y'all crazy. Because anytime you let Shakim dox your moderators, baby. Listen,
Let me
Jay
say this
Wilson.
really quickly. Let me say this. I got to say something. I
Uh-huh.
told you all that after Vegas, Lemon was getting all of that attention, and that bugged the heck out of Ness. She's already insecure. So you notice the camera was on her. It was supposed to be the Ness show. But Lemon benefited from it. And what did she do? Attack. I knew it was going to happen. I said it was going to happen because it was supposed to be about the Ness show. And Lemon exploded after that. And guess what happened? So this is what we see. I knew this lady was, let me tell you something. When she left her very successful Halloween competition to go over there to mess with Pizarro and Brianna, already drunk, because your true self comes out when you're drunk. And I'm like, girl, could you focus on your stuff? And this is when I knew that she was about self too. She didn't take into consideration of the judges that were there. That's why VS and I left. She better be glad Kimmy stayed. She was calling out the same people. And I'm like, don't you owe it to your people to be focused on your competition? Why are you running over there worried about what Brianna and Pizza are doing? Why are you really running over there? And I'm like, let me leave. I'm gone. And I bring it up because that's when I said, you know what? This girl could have the whole world and she still would do self-sabotage and she's still insecure. And that's why I'm not bothered by her or her commentary or anything she does, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, yeah.
But it just seems like her commentary is just the same people. You, Catherine. It's like, what else could you bring to the table, baby? We already got the loaf of bread. We already got the hamburger rolls. Now we need some beef ribs and some kabaskis and stuff like that, and some chicken wings and stuff like that. Try to put on the grill. We already got that loaf of bread, and we already got the hot dog rolls. Where's the hamburgers? Where's the other meat that goes on the grill? We need meat. So that means you gotta move on. Okay, every time you stream up a live, you talk about Jay Wilson. And I'm surprised your people ain't calling you out. They're gonna call you out sooner or later because it's gonna get quite boring. Then you bringing up Catherine. Oh, Catherine, I'm so happy to see you in my chat, Catherine. Come on up here, drop it up. I said, ooh. I said,
And this is the thing.
Anyway.
This is the thing. And no, I don't have any content because I'm not looking at y'all. The only thing I can do is hear what the people are telling me. And I know that makes them mad, but you're right. I don't have no content. I just do what the people tell me. I'm looking at the room and we talking about it. But at the end of the day, yes, I'm a lazy content creator. I'm not trying to do all of this stuff and look at what y'all doing. And I refuse to. And yet I'm still here. And you're right. I don't need to be talking about you. I don't look at you. But I'm hearing what you are saying, and I just think it's really interesting. I mean, it is what it is. Then they were talking about meringue, girl. Then they talking about meringue.
God, they still stuck on the meringue. Honey Rico is. I don't know what is this clip that Rico done pulled up a clip of somebody in a church screaming and singing with a ring on something similar to yours. And he said, He said, Jay Wilson been had that ring. That ring ain't new. Child, he called your ring old. He said,
Really?
That's the same. Look, it's on the same finger. I said, well,
okay, isn't that interesting? But all I can do is laugh. because at the end of the day, I know when the ring was purchased, and like I said, the other half has his ring as well. He loves that what's his name? James Avery. Oh, he loved that James Avery. So I got him old nasty piece of James Avery ring. So at the end of the day, I mean, I love my ring. It's white gold and it's about, I think about maybe 4.2 carats. I love it.
I don't know, but I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like, people are really upset about the ring. I just laugh. I find it a kiki. I do. I just sit and I giggle. I mean, I just do, but I can't do too much giggling, honey, because you got a content creator down here
So,
that be
so
doing
hold on for a minute.
commentary.
So when did you all see me? When did I bring this ring? When did I bring this ring to the forefront?
Well, I don't. This picture that Rico done posted on his channel or whatever, it looked like a back in the day.
I didn't have this ring.
Back in the day.
This ring. Let me say this again, because I have the receipts and because I have the diamond certification. Yeah, it's not 2 years. When you all first saw the ring appear, that's when the ring was appearing. So it's about 3 or 4 months ago. But again, I don't need to show the receipt because I don't have anything to prove. And I have a ring and I love the ring. Thank God it was a gift and I love the gift because I liked it and I said, hey, I like this ring. I picked this ring out and somebody said, okay. So look, I don't have nothing to prove to y'all. Unlike other people, they'll prove that they have a dog. They prove that the mama living with them or not living with them.
Noodles. They show they ramen noodles. It comes in a chicken, shrimps, and beef. Honey, he got it all. So Rico, when you were showing them 3 boxes of ramen noodles in their closet, honey, you was giving a nasty piece of show, like the way Uppity was showing the inside the deep of her freezer. You know what's showing the girls, honey? My mother done bought all the ramen noodles in different flavors. And we complain about you showing your ramen noodles.
Okay, well, if y'all think, okay. So if that's what y'all think, maybe I have more than one ring. Maybe I have more than one ring. But if that's what y'all think, and so all I'm going to say is this: I have the receipts. And I know I don't have to prove anything to you all, but thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't know a ring.
Don't take that ring to the jewelry store, honey, and get it cleaned and stuff like that. Oh, they're gonna say,
no, I gotta get it clean.
Oh
no, I gotta get it clean. So I gotta get it clean. In August.
Say you showing off.
I gotta get it cleaned in August because you have to get your ring clean. So I got to get it cleaned in August. Yeah, I got to get it cleaned in August. So I'll get it cleaned and they'll check to make sure because, white gold is, they have the rhodium on it. So I get it cleaned in August. Yeah, I get it cleaned in August. They check to see if the diamonds are okay and they clean it. So yeah.
That's what that good insurance is for.
I'll be praying for the authenticity of the ring. You do that. But no prayers really needed. Because God already worked it out. While you trying to figure it out, He's already worked it out. But you keep on praying.
See, you gotta start posting the names and stuff like that because there's too many trolls. There's too many trolls, honey. I love the trolls, honey, because I can tell who the troll is behind them accounts. When they go real hard like that, you already know who it is. Child, there's so many devices that probably 9 out of 10 Jay Wilson. You got to be real careful. No, I don't mind. Yeah. Because it was something I was about to say, but I'm gonna give it like a few more days, and it's gonna come. See, somebody's walking on eggshells in my standpoint, and I see a lot of fake and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot. That's why I said ain't no friends on here. I don't consider these people no friends, honey. I see through y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I see through y'all. I see through y'all, and it is what it is. You got a problem with it? Come on over here to Philly. Okay, my name is Tamika. They call me Mika.
Well, girl, let me say this, Hershey. I put the ring on camera so y'all could see it. And you all can identify.
Y'all don't do too much wiggling your finger, stuff like that. They're gonna be real jealous of you. So they really gonna be hating on you, honey. Child, honey. I mean, you need to have a ring challenge. Rico, could you wiggle your ring finger that Wiley brought you after you made him a nasty piece of chicken in the bag? Because you work hard. Okay, could you wiggle your finger, Rico? How good your throat is? I'm surprised you ain't getting dripped down and giving fabulous jewelry from Tiffany's and stuff like that, girl.
I
You
mean,
said that you got good throat. Show us. Wiggle your finger, honey. Show us the jewelry. Please.
well, but it's old and fake, baby. It's old and fake, honey. My God. Okay, whatever. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm on mute.
Good. What they call your Hershey's? What they call your Tanika? What they say it again for me? That's why I came up here. Say it again for me. What they call your Tanika?
Oh, she went silent.
Oh,
No, because why is he talking to me and he still got me on that old nasty piece of block?
Oh,
well, Hershey's. God bless
Oh
you.
no, I don't know him. I'm on mute.
I'm waiting on what you call it to come back up here to finish setting up my TV. I couldn't figure it out. I feel like such a dummy. Jay Wilson, great show.
mhm.
That's all I got to tell you. Great show.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
but hold on for a minute. You seem like you was really moved because people said you were
Oh
saying
shit.
some things about me.
Hold on.
But
Hold on.
oh, okay, that TV man. It's the TV man.
Did you find it? Huh?
Jay Wilson, you said people was
Oh
telling
shit! I
you.
gotta go put on some. Hold on. Let me put on some shorts. Jay Wilson, I'm gonna come back up.
Oh,
Okay.
take your time. We be here. Sure. Anyway, so you said that somebody said that Brian was talking about you. He probably was. He had on
Mhm.
nasty piece of competition, sink him back. He had his
Let me say this.
starter
Let me say this. I
going
don't
on over
say a
there.
lot. I don't say a lot, but I know what people do. And I know that people will try to soften the blow to make it like, well, I'm not talking about this person, but it's that kind of thing. And I think it's really interesting, but like I
Very
said,
interesting.
it is what it is because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
I don't care. It's a show to me. I don't
So,
really.
come on. I mean, look, if they want to show, start coming to people's cities. I would love a nasty piece of motherfucking show. You come on over here to Philly. Oh, baby,
Mhm.
I promise you everything I love. I give y'all motherfucking show. Y'all want me to fire up a motherfucking live? You come go live and say, Hershey, I'm in your city. I'm right here.
Sabrina, go ahead and block the troll. Go ahead if you want to block the troll, Sabrina. Go ahead and block the troll. Let me say this, you all. IT is working on my computer because the login is not working. So yeah, they gotta do that. So I can't even get on my computer right now. So I'm just waiting for IT to give me the go ahead. So I'm just waiting for my secretary to come up and give me the new password. So that's what I'm waiting for. Mm-hmm.
Honey, what is this blocking season? This is the beginning of July. Is this blocking season?
Well, I guess it's bothering Sabrina. So I'm letting
okay.
Sabrina go ahead and block the troll because we know that that's not the pastor. And I don't know why they're using that man's name. Excuse me. The office manager. Let me put it that way. The office manager. The office manager. Let me stop because people think I'm bragging. The office manager. But yeah.
Brian, you come back up here because I want to know: are you still going to be Castro judge?
Are they getting along or are they fighting again? Are they fighting again? Are they fighting again?
Well, it sounds like Brian's still trying to throw little nuggets and little shots and grenades at him and stuff like that. And Castro is clocking it. But Castro also said that he got some tea on Big Brian. But he said he's not going to release it and things like that. But I said, just release it. Release it. Just release. Say what you got to say. Brian, are you
baby, I know I ain't
here?
fighting nobody, boo. I ain't fighting nobody. I'm chilling. I'm just enjoying life. I ain't fighting nobody.
So they
Not
said
one
Rico and
person.
Tommy. They said Rico and Tommy got something going on. They said they was looking at each other's eyes on the stream yard and stuff like that. Rico was shirtless. I said, "Oh, how fabulous!" I said, and then I clicked on. I said, "Oh, they do look like they giving each other googly eyes and stuff like that." I said, "Oh my, very interesting." Castro, have you seen that, Castro? I mean, some people don't look like love in the air. Rico was over there drinking his beer, his can of beer, shirtless. I said, I love old Nancy Piece of Mama Bird. Okay, that bird, his bird just remind me of Mama Bird from Martin. Okay, Mama Bird. He was sitting there, and it was like he was drinking. He was introducing the can of beer he was drinking yesterday. I said, "Oh, how fabulous!" Rico was doing a lot. He was wiggling the can. He kept getting up in there because he had to go pee. I said, "God," I said, "I can't."
Well, let me say this though. I'm not mad at Mama with them ramen noodles. If them ramen noodles is up to the ceiling, that means they gonna eat. Okay, that means they gonna eat. They're gonna eat. Let me say this, Hershey. He got a little upset with me. I heard because you were on the
Really?
platform and you were talking about him. And so they said he got a little mad. And I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about it. Because Hershey, if you remember, I wasn't going in on him. I'm just like, well, at least his mama's getting him something. At least she came with something to eat. She didn't come
You said
empty-handed.
something better than nothing. You said at least the mother came something better than nothing. She ain't
It's
come
something better than
empty-handed.
nothing. Now, I didn't go. Let me say this. I did not go over there. I don't know if that lady had combat boots, construction boots. I don't know because I didn't go over there.
She had on black combat boots, and yeah, she had on black combat boots, and it was like 105 degrees in New York. And she had the black trash bag and stuff like that. She opened up the door. She was taking the ramen noodles and stuff like that. Rico, you know I ain't lying. Why you think Rico done streamed up alive? You know I ain't lying about them black combat boots. I
What
said,
color were they?
do his mother drive a forklift or something like that? Do she like work for Coca-Cola company? She be taking the loads of sodas off the truck, pushing it inside the stores and stuff like that. Cause it was giving yeah. Like she real strong.
Like
I
she's
was
a
like, oh,
stalker? Is she like a somebody who stocks groceries and stuff?
yeah, like sometimes when they do work for Canada Dry or working for Coca-Cola and stuff like that, they take the cases of sodas from off the back of the truck. Okay, they don't wear sneakers, they wear them construction boots and stuff like that. Like when you're doing outside work and some heavy duty work and stuff like that, you need good
Girl, not
protection.
steel toe boots. Girl, not steel toe.
I don't know.
Well, look, I didn't see
Okay.
the lady, so I don't know, and I really can't make any comment. But at least she brought something. At least she didn't come empty-handed, and so it's good. And she didn't come
Yeah.
empty-handed, and she concerned about her baby. So I mean, yeah. I want to give a shout out to Chocolate Bay. Chocolate Bay, thank you for going to the Essence Festival and filming the Michelle Obama interview. That was really good. Chocolate Bay is doing his thing. Shout out to Chocolate Bay. I want to give him a shout out. But it was really good, and I'm glad that he did that.
Oh, he was at the Essence Festival?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He was in New
okay.
Orleans.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me not
Oh,
speak too
okay.
much about that because they don't like gay men who actually live a life and ain't up to here, just yeah. And we like train wrecks. It just seemed like we like train wrecks. But I want to give a shout out to Chocolate Bay because he really is doing it's his thing. And even though
Oh,
people try to slant him,
he's seen Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama and Obama was there, unless it was just Michelle.
no, she was being interviewed. So she was doing an
Oh,
interview with Kiki Palmer.
Palmer. Okay.
Mhm.
Cause Michelle Obama and Kiki got their own podcast, and I had subscribed to it. It's very interesting and stuff like that. I love watching stuff like that, But yeah, cause Kiki Palmer, she was just talking to Jennifer Lewis. Am I saying her name right?
Okay.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's very, very, and she was like teaching the young youth like how to conduct yourself and carry yourself. Sometimes it's good to hear stuff like that because this young generation is they don't know anything about class. They about getting BBLs and all that stuff. Love yourself.
What do you
know,
think
go
about
get
the Young Miami and the India Ari situation that's brewing? Because India Ari has a different viewpoint than Young Money. Young Miami.
I think that India Irene culture comes from a different class.
Mm-hmm.
She's more about being independent, know how to conduct yourself, carry yourself like a woman, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying, you know, that's how the way she feel. She said that's not her type of music to listen to. And you know, I think it was fine for her to say how the way she feel. I don't think she was bashing the girl. She was just saying the song ain't for her. You know, how the way Trick Daddy and Luke came at her and talked about that Black Queen like that, it was poor choice of words. It was very disgusting. And you know,
let me
I
say
think
this,
that
you all. I think well, what they have done is dox what's her name? Young Money. What's her name?
Young Miami.
Young Miami. They doxed her. They found all of these criminal charges with her grandmama and her mama and all of these people. And
shoplifting and boosting and showing their criminal records and showing how to like that's I think that's what they were trying to put out there, because the song don't make a woman want to be independent and, you know, like, oh, you could be a leader, you could be a boss and stuff like that. That song is basically about fraudery and boosting and scamming. So
but
yeah.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. The big thing is a lot of people are saying that's her life. And so a lot of times the artist's life reflects in their music. And now they're saying, well, looking at her mom and her grandma, then that's what's being reflected.
And also was being mentioned about her being affiliated with Puffy. And how to, you know, and stuff like that, and going to them parties and things like that. You know, people saying, you know, it's real funny how society, how the way y'all forget things so quick, you know, but y'all got to understand, let's not forget that she still was a part of that Diddy situation and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just like, yeah. So, yeah.
Hold on for a minute. Go ahead, Hershey.
So that's just basically it. So let's over here raining, honey. Catherine, you gonna drop down, honey? I think sister Catherine, God bless you. God bless you, my fucking sister. Stop letting these people play in your face. Stop letting them play in your face. Okay? You know, you older than me, honey. You know, you could be auntie or something like that. You supposed to be on point. You supposed to see things before it even exists, because you supposed to be like 10 steps ahead of these people up on here. But it doesn't seem like you following the crowd. No, honey, you be your own follower. It is what it is. Stop letting people get up in your and stop telling so much of your business. Brian, are you coming back up here, child? Shit. Brian, I gotta go take me old nasty piece of shower. Okay.
Well, I don't know if he's coming back or not. But I done said what I needed to say, and my computer is on. So it's time for me to go now, because the assistant got it together, and so I'm good. So Hershey, thank you all so much.
I appreciate it. So you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm dropping down.
Yeah, and so thank y'all for coming on. Peace and love, and y'all take care. Bye.